All right, greetings and salutations, and welcome to the Sports Desk. Um, how are you, Mr. Matthews, sir?
Not too bad, Orville. Not too bad at all. Welcome to you and the listeners.
Indeed.
Why I see you hurt your friend feeling.
Oh, the guy sounds like he's loose.
He sounded very hurt. This
I'm wondering about
Hurting.
it. No, I'm wondering.
I'm wondering as well.
No, seriously. I'm wondering about the bridge.
Yes. I'm concerned.
I really am. I know that me not talking to it kind of affect, and it is obvious because if you cut off the man like switch battery, him doing best to beg back the friendship, which means grudgingly say, "Ah, you want it that bad? Let's talk." But him realize I still wasn't talking, and now him gone off him head again. Zidane, let me tell you what I can understand a man having a position that has an opinion that is not my opinion.
Yeah.
The flip flop king always says that he gets paid to have opinions. So do I. So do you.
Yeah.
Nothing unique about it. So he feels that the coach should allow the man to come straight back. The JFF should allow the man to come straight back. That's his opinion, and although it's a very bramble opinion. I can live with that.
Yes.
What I can't live with is a man who constantly questions my ability to understand the English language and how good he is at it. The Gleaner article yesterday, the writer of the article, Livingston Scott, in his opening paragraph, said Leon had to write to the JFF to clear the air. That's his own editorializing.
Yes.
And for one entire program, the guy was on radio saying that the JFF wants
Leon Bailey to write, clearing the air.
Now that is just dunceness.
Yeah, man. That's poor journalism.
And here's what I don't get. The callers to his program. You say if it's me that said that, if me that said that by putting words into the JFF's mouth, when really it is the writer's word. The callers to this program would hold me to my
a higher standard. They would hold you to a higher standard.
They do.
Yeah.
Not one single solitary call to the program yesterday said, but Bridget, the JFF never said that to me. Stop lying. He calls me a liar. Which, what I have to understand. But he was lying on the JFF or certainly giving the wrong impression. And nobody, no matter how bright they sound, didn't read the article. So if you're going to say that the article say JFF say it must clear the air, the very least you must do is to read the article. Now, when you read the article and realize that the JFF said no such thing, why would somebody on his program, the way they would do with me?
Yeah. But what you should have done now this morning, when you pointed that out yesterday, was to come back this morning and say, you know, I got it wrong. And big up to the Ras.
No, he's not going to do
to correct me. Yeah. Instead of doubling down now and talking more nonsense.
No, because what he's doing, he's evading that.
Yes, he was evading it.
He's evading the point about misleading his listeners.
Yes.
By saying the JFF wanted Leon to clear the air. The JFF did no such thing. I gave the quote. Let me help you, my friend. And those of the callers who were calling you, who don't understand the game. When you look at an article and you want to critique the article, separate quotes from headlines and fillers. So if you are going to say Zidane, Matthews, you clearly they talk to Zidane. They talk to Zidane. Look at the quotes from Zidane. Yeah. The fillers before and after is the writer's interpretation. Look at the quotes. The man didn't do that, which is that aspect of critiquing an article is first year stuff at college.
Yes, it is.
You get to me and do it. With my first year in studying English language, you learn you get an advanced thing from the CXC course. Preposition and noun and part of speech, just for them sharpen your mind. By the time you reach the second part of my first year, critiquing an article was the thing, before we get into some other things. Like by the time you get the third year, flip-flop is now like writer's mood and the time in history when this thing was written and why a writer and sometimes we have to study the writer. So for example, when I used to do Shakespeare, I also had to do a study on Shakespeare because you understand the work better than when you understand the writer. But I don't expect him to get to that level. I'm saying it's basic stuff if you are going to critique an article. separate quotes from fillers. And the man was misleading the listeners yesterday, blaming the JFF for what the JFF did not do.
Yeah.
And as a correction, tried to correct him this morning by saying, why were you misleading the public? And he wouldn't allow correction to make the point.
Yes, he realized that correction.
He said that is not his substantive point. Whether that is your substantive point or not, flip-flop, you were misleading the public.
Because he wanted people to be on his side. So he was creating the wrong impression of what the JFF is doing.
And I'm saying, people, you hold me to a higher standard. And I understand why, because one of us is serious, one is a joke. But one must do that too.
Yeah, man, you shouldn't be allowed to do
that. Kind of something. If I were the JFF, I would be like, why is, but they don't take him seriously neither. You say, if I was the one doing it, I'd get a call. Because they know that my audience, I'm far more credible in this space. So you say, if it's me, I lead people white, so. But with him, people just laugh.
Yeah.
They don't take him seriously. But the JFF never tell nobody to clear that.
And corrections reminded us this morning that when the head coach called, let's go into the opinion aspect of it. When the head coach, and by the way, I heard Diego sounding like Leon Bailey. Diego, you're not good at it. Leave it alone. Craig Butler does an excellent job of being Leon Bailey's lawyer. Leave it alone, Diego. You do have the facts. You can't reason again, Diego. I don't understand what is going on. Don't embarrass yourself by going on the radar and trying to take a baseless stance. But don't do it, Diego, man.
I didn't hear, but somebody's telling me that the flip-flop thing started out yesterday saying the JFF said they want an apology.
Yes,
he said that.
Apology was mentioned yesterday as well. And clearing the air
without any that is basic.
And I also heard him this morning saying that. And listen, the reason why, Orville, usually you hear that player X is suspended. Right. I realize that it says is selection, the selection of the player suspended. You know that is different.
That's a different.
What the JFF is saying that Leon Bailey, you will determine when you're back.
Yeah.
It's when me suspend you and me determine when you come back. But JFF is not saying that, Right. If he's saying that, Leon Bailey, you will decide when you're back. Or you decide that, give us in right.
Make it fun.
You're not going to trick us again, Leon Bailey. You're not going to go on social media and say, ha ha ha, fake news. They're exercise, they're the family and kick back. But if it was JFF, I make people, him say money that said it was embarrassing that the JFF called them. He's also saying some people in the JFF want to get rid of Leon Bailey. How can that be the case when after the damning podcast that Leon Bailey did, the JFF allowed Halgrim to call Leon Bailey? Yeah. Even if he was going to miss the first game, they said, listen, the people them talk to Craig, negotiate with Craig asked for all kind of things. At the end of the day, they in their mind thought there was a resolution and Leon Bailey was going to come and pay. Missed the first game and paid. So they were bending over backwards for Leon Bailey. So how did you can't be unread now saying the JFF don't want back Leon Bailey? When after he blasted them, they said allow the coach to call.
Sometimes I think this guy needs to go to his bed earlier. Because I'm convinced that when he sounds like he's had a lick, too loud, too obnoxious and disgusting, and not listening to what the facts are. People, enough on that. Western is doing well this week. South Africa 100 and something tonight. I was watching the cricket. You see this picture? Some ball and some things. Put it up for me, not really swing, but the ball a seam for the pitch. Wicked. They are 124 for 9. With 5 wickets for Shamar Jones. Most of its wickets were ball just pitching down and shaping away from the right handers. Our ball we had duck back. So this picture, unlike Guyana conditions generally, is offering a lot to the bowlers in the early one. And I wouldn't be surprised if Western is licked them way and find themselves in trouble, because you would think that what Seals and Wembley Joseph can do, Rabada will be able to replicate. Unless the pitch quiets down a bit. But this pitch was doing a whole lot this morning. It's not that the South Africans were doing a lot wrong. Ball a pitch and seam, ball a duck back between the gap, man, I get ball on between the gate, man, I push forward to some ball and it a shape and lick edge and go slip our feet. It was one of those dream mornings if you are a test match. Anyway, let's start the first one. Hello. Mount Salem.
Yeah. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Matthews, you didn't hear my call this morning.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, because I was one of the persons he was telling that the people at the JFF don't want Leon Bailey to play, and I said I can't prove. I don't know that.
That is not believable.
I don't know that.
Let me give the facts again. Leon Bailey was suspended for breaching curfew. Real suspension. Leon Bailey got, hold on, man. Leon Bailey got upset and went on a podcast and blasted the JFF. Said them unprofessional, they not give good surface. You have to pay for him own flight to come to Jamaica because they want him to travel with him, go hurt himself if him travel the way they want him to, and said all sorts of things about the JFF. Blasted. He also said he was planning to take a break. Nevertheless, he also said, look at the date for my party and look at the COPA. You know, so me never got no COPA. Dismisses of the situation. That's what Leon Bailey did. After that, the same JFF, the general secretary, was in discussions with Leon, and he's the one who said that. Don't talk to me again, either JFF. Talk to Craig Butler when you want to discuss me. So they went to discuss Leon Bailey being called for COPA with Craig. After all of that, you know, after him disrespect JFF, they still wanted him, you know, in the COPA team, you know. So how can you then come and read and say, leave them want to get rid of him? Is Leon Bailey get rid of himself?
True. But before me even get into that, I hear G-Star, yes. Why, Mr. Matthews, you're making people afraid of your body now. Because I hear G-Star take 10 minutes. They talk about whether Mr. Higgins is intelligent or not yesterday. And come with the point about the dream team. I hear him this morning do one of the worst statements made I hear on radio.
No, I didn't hear G-Stars.
Yeah, man, he's supposed to get a suspension from calling the radio for that statement. Let me ask him before. Do you think Haaland, Erling Haaland, can be the best player in the, and that's one of my asks too. It can be the best player in the Premier League before he come to Premier League?
If he can be the best player in the Premier League before, no.
Mr. Higgins.
No.
Yeah.
You agree with Zidane?
You can't be the best player in the Premier League.
If you didn't play in the league, how are you going to be the best player?
G-Star said 1984 when Michael Jordan was the best player in the NBA before he come to the NBA. How can that make sense?
I never heard. I was probably in between watching some serious cricket.
Maybe he made an error, man. Maybe
no,
or
man,
it was
double
interesting.
down for him man about 3-4 times, even when we're all tracy. I try to not talk them foolish. This man said because, guess the reason why he said, because there was some exhibition game, I think Michael Jordan was playing.
G-Star would have said some nonsense in his time. Some
that
real
is the worst nonsense.
But this would be the worst, you know.
How can you be the
This
best
would top
player
it, you
at something before you do the something?
So Michael Jordan, before he played any game in the NBA, he was the best player in the NBA.
He was the best player in the NBA before he even entered the NBA. Oh, that can't make sense. How the hell that can't make sense? I really can't understand all that. I can't come out a man mouth. What saying is more intelligent. Mr. Higgins at the second, I'm at the first or whatever.
This would top it all.
Eh?
This would top it all, man, for G-Star.
No, and I realize it now come to you about the dream team thing, you know, Mr. Matthews. And I realize him a duck it, you know.
No, man, I realize that in recent months, G-Star is going to a man who doesn't follow basketball, really, the basketball. It's smart.
Yeah, man, but even a man who don't follow things, you can't be the best at something before you go in there.
All right.
Even if the man didn't play the first year and he came at the best play after the first year, even though he don't still bramble, we could understand. But before you go in there, man,
I didn't hear G-Star.
When he called to them, man, you hear.
After this, he might not. He might hide for the rest of the day.
The break catch you. Big up yourself, man.
Yeah, man.
I will take our first.
Clearing personal non-commercial shipments at the port? Avoid the wait. Request a contactless clearance through your agent today. It's more efficient. It's secure. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
1:15.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jm. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
It's the SDC National Community Cricket Semi-Finals this Sunday, August 18, 2024 at Ultimate Oval, Discovery Bay, St. John. First game, 10 a.m., Fairfield United from Manchester versus Whiteout from Westmoreland. And the second game, Junction Ballots Valley from St. Elizabeth versus Links United from St. John. Admission free.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, after you destroyed his ability to be a proper journalist, never destroy my opinion again.
Now, I'm just trying to, this is not journalism. This is understanding of how English language works.
But you're a journalist, you should be able to.
Well, if you're a journalist, at the very least, you should know how to break down an answer.
Yes.
God almighty.
Yes, the other one where he's with him. All right, let's say about that. So we
got
Independence Force.
All right. Hey, so my turn?
Yes,
Yeah.
Independence Force.
All right, blessed Lord. How the test match there? The second day of it?
First year, man, 129 for 9.
Oh, so I sort of combat first.
Yeah.
So we start great. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm warning you all, this pitch, the ball a seam off of the pitch.
Oh, wait a place.
Don't go in, I think I'm Providence.
Okay.
So don't be surprised if we lick them way and them lick way back way.
Oh, yeah, okay. Because it pitch might.
No matter the pitches, the ball is doing a lot this morning. Are doing just enough to a lick outside the jam and sneak back in between bottom pad and inside the jam stumps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something, Orville. You know no cricketer otherwise around Viv where they chip and drive pace?
Chip and drive pace in Test cricket.
Yeah. Overall, I mean, in the most chip and drive it in a 1 day to man. Viv,
They've never really chipped to the pace, really doing.
Eh?
No, he never really like advanced down the ground. But he was a naturally front foot man. He does lean forward and lick you over the covers or lick you over
so you never hear about the tail, the drama in one test match, I think against England when the bowler comes through one pass him and asks him about it's in the seat or something like so.
Greg Thomas, that bowler.
Yeah, and the next ball him tell him say, I never see it, so you go look see it on a car park.
Yeah, man, but that wasn't him never chipped to the ball.
Him never chip and drive a shot there.
What you call chip, is when you advance down the wicket 2 or 3 or 4 steps.
Yeah, man, because I play cricket, so I know
right, so Viv Richards never used to do necessarily chip down the wicket to the pacer. He would come forward and was good enough that you can't push him back. So he put hook and pull out for the front.
Okay.
Not even to the spinners. Well, yeah, to the spinners he might, sash it
yeah,
down.
Man, that might maybe can do that.
But to the pacers, no man, him does lean on the front foot and all when it fast, man, he can pull. Yeah.
All right. I think Buju Banton do a song. I think it's Destiny when him say, "He that seeketh knowledge begins with humbleness."
Yes.
And it's where there's a zone of humbleness or that lack humility.
Yeah.
You normally harbor and harness arrogance.
Yes.
So that is for explosive bramble.
Big man, I can understand arrogance. What I can't get is done.
No, but remember saying there's a difference between ignorance and arrogance.
True, yes, true.
Okay. Because remember, arrogance is when you know the right and you still swing for the foolishness.
Yeah. What I don't get though independent court. Why doesn't his callers hold him to the same standard? Look at how he massacred the man and was blaming, putting words in the JFF mouth with nothing of us. And not one of his callers were bright enough to figure it to say no, boss. The article never said that.
Yeah,
let me you see how them peruse my article them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have heard my articles being perused, You said that and you said this and this is an article 12 years ago where people have perused when me write it,
They hold it to a higher standard.
And that article in the Gleaner, the same day, people now hold him to the same standards, and I understand why. But when we tell these callers, can't operate at my level, these are the reasons why.
Yeah, because a man overstand because you're gonna reason and you're gonna disagree to agree.
Yeah.
That's how it is. But me no reason bias sports as me are telling over and over. So me I go talk the facts. You understand? We might agree, we might disagree, we can debate or we can discuss it. We come to a resolution where me understand your point. You understand?
And also,
Don't create your own.
by the way, I think the Gensec also said, well, I'm not sure if the Gensec said, it was in the article that we have no issues with the coach going to talk to Leon Bailey.
Yes.
They have no problem with the coach talking to Leon. But they know that Leon Bailey is ready. Yes, that's all they want. What is the big deal? Isn't it the same thing as saying it oral? Yes, JFF, I'm ready. Put it on a pen and a paper. Put it on an email.
If you're not prepared to put it on an email, it means you're not ready.
You're not ready.
Yes. It's based on certain things they must still look at. I don't do too much of the blamby thing with him. I may have an next point tomorrow again.
Let the next one.
Yeah. What me say is, being that he must say, because we know Jamaican football stay with the JFF and the Pasa stay. It's like when I'm bringing Steve McLaren still. Anything Steve McLaren declare or ask for, we should have make it available to him. Because we don't want to get what with Al Grimson recently come back again.
What is he asking for? That's not okay.
You see me I say? No, me not say I really demand nothing, you know, but the way me attack, you see the way McLaren attack, he attack good. He attack better than Al Grimson. Because Al Grimson never like with food, in interest in the Jamaican culture. He just look like he's for the first door for exit. You see me I say, this man I come talk say every inch of Jamaica need to get involved. Like how Simone is there preaching. You see me I say?
Yeah.
So that is a good thing. You see me I say? We don't need the pasa now. If him say more Leon Bailey, and them say them that for the Leon Bailey, well, Leon Bailey big man enough can write a letter. You see me I say? And then make the thing move forward. Because what? A house divided.
So JFF is not blocking Leon Bailey.
No. Me know what JFF say, man.
Yes.
I mean, know what Mr. McLaren say.
Yeah.
Wanting players. You see me I say? So me I say, instead of go now and go back and create a whole pasa situation. You understand?
Exactly.
Because remember saying, we are dealing with a person like Craig Butler, we lack humility. You see me I say? But Craig Butler can't bring these demands to certain other football fraternity. You see me I say? So we need to level the playing field because we need to get to this World Cup here. Because World Cup without Jamaica in this CONCACAF region is a travesty.
It would be a travesty.
Yeah, it would look at that.
All right.
So quickly before I leave. The basketball thing now, I'm just rubbish up. But I'm sorry, me have to put this. In the terms of what me discuss, where you must say about opponent and Ray this and that. And me I say, Ray. And me mention the 3-peat and you say this and that. So me I say, LeBron and Michael are two great players. But the ultimatum is and the finale is LeBron had his chance to surpass Michael Jordan by going to what? 8 or 9 final. You understand? He didn't. Michael Jordan and his trend and his trajectory upward, one back-to-back triple, and in his absence when he took off and go play baseball, that's what, 2 years? That would have been possible.
No, not 2 years.
It's not 2 years? Well, if it's not 2 years, one. If it's not 2 years, one, so that would have been possible 7 titles. You understand? So that's a different level of argument.
It's a pity you never mentioned this earlier.
Yeah, true.
I would have destroyed.
Oh.
But we can't continue because
I'll be back like Schwarzenegger.
All right.
So bless up, yeah? I come back with the football thing when we tell about Jamaica greatest victory against Uruguay.
All right.
Bless it.
Serpi.
Orville?
Yes, sir.
Zidane.
Yes, good afternoon.
Zidane, it's a pity I wasn't the first call yesterday because I was going to tell you, ask you and Orville if you agree with what Dennis Chang said about Bailey, right? And you repeat what the man said. He said no against it, whether the coach want to call him or whatever the case might be. As long as the letter what Chang the ultimatum what Chang put out to him. And if I let him agree with that, he can come back on the team.
Yes, and let me show you why the JFF is not interfering with team selection. Because I hear that argument, they must not interfere in team selection. Let me show you why they are. Because if Leon Bailey writes a letter indicating his availability, the coach doesn't have to select him. So JFF would be out of it now in our office. So you write the letter to us indicating your availability, you're ready and rearing to go. The JFF will then remove the non-selection of Leon Bailey.
Yeah.
It's as simple. So the reason why Leon Bailey cannot be called by a coach now is because of Leon Bailey.
Yeah.
Not the JFF, not anybody else.
Orville,
You're not asking for an apology. You're not asking to clear any ear.
Just
Indicate
your commitment
in,
and
in,
desire.
in writing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Orville,
Yes, sir.
what do you think about the skipper first change this morning?
Open with Holder and Joseph, no?
No one seal.
Open with Holder and Seals.
Yeah,
And then Joseph, yes.
yeah. We figure well they said the fact. But anyhow, you think the South African batsman underrate the West Indies bowlers because regardless of the pitch and the ball are move, they figure more or less.
No, man. The dismissals so far were not dismissals of disrespecting opposition. Some senior baller ball.
No, I agree. But how the ball are move, you ever see the West Indies bowler they bowl?
No. You're asking if the South Africans underrate the West Indies. And I'm saying not based on how they were being dismissed.
Okay.
Man, I drive on the edge, a lick to slip. Man, I play forward and the ball, I duck back between bat and pad. That is not.
Some ball bowl.
Yeah, man, some senior baller ball.
The guy Anders in England.
No, and this would be getting the ball to swing. The ball not swinging, the ball a nip off of the pitch.
Well,
So far. Yeah.
all right. No, them do allow yet.
134 for 9. They put down a little last
No,
week.
you think say our coach, that's why watcher, show the ball and move and whatever the case, right? And try, as you go, take matter on now foot outside the crease and try to counter the movement because as you say, the South African
Like I said,
ball.
it's not swing the ball. Is
No, I mean, all right. Whether swing
the ball is seaming off the pitch, not
Right,
the same
right.
thing. And I'm
No.
saying when the thing a seam away, when the ball a touchdown and a shift, brother, good luck. Some people technique a little bit better than some.
So you feel where you are concerned, anything Seal and Joel do, Rabada can do better.
Rabada is a far better bowler than these.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
So I am saying if but the thing with pitches, is that pitches change characters. Yes.
Yeah.
So a pitch might be of one way this session and the next session. And by some mystery of the universe, the pitch quiet down by the next session. I've seen it countless times.
Our coach can say, well, watch out. If you counteract Rabada, because we know it's going to come wicked.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. All right, then, cool. Huh?
Yeah, man.
And have it just a second.
Yeah.
Now, you see, like when we first call her name, I'll me and we come from the same place, won't feel it, right?
Yeah.
We spend around 5 minutes and then go discuss sport. You know, so every time I try to find this station, this oil Tracy compound, I can't find it.
You're not missing it. What do you have to leave?
No, I'm not missing it because I know why here.
All right, good. We can take the break now. Yeah, man. We could take the break. And then today's Thursday. We should be having Jesse Blake. So we'll tell you what's happening after. It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosridge.
Arsenal are in talks with Real Sociedad about signing Spain midfielder Mikel Merino. Merino was a part of the Spain team that won the European Championship this summer and featured in all 7 matches in the tournament, scoring a late winner against Germany in the quarterfinal. The 28-year-old has less than 1 year remaining on his contract, which may help Arsenal to complete a deal, as he would be able to speak to clubs about signing on a free transfer in January. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. and Phosphorus.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Phosphorus, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal! Phosphorus financing.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Yes. Make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get that thing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's not instant, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, Ria, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. CFA faster, easier. Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, behind the line, straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer. It hurts if you don't check earth. The excellent customer service. Our staff is knowledgeable and trustworthy. And we have a wide variety to supply society. And the price is right, yes, it's worth it. The solution to your auto parts needs to one-stop shop. And we deliver to, so if you can't come in, just link with our WhatsApp or call and make your order. And remember, there's no other. So it hurts if you don't check earth. So there's no need to say. It hurts if you don't check earth.
Give a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bay West Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
Just Bet! It's now time for Just Bet Winner's Edge, where we take a look at some of the top sporting events and betting odds on the Just Bet sports betting program and show you how to bet and win big with Just Bet. Sponsored by Just One Sports Betting Game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. All right, so then Just Bet time again. It's a Thursday afternoon, and we recommend that you listen to the great Jesse Blake when he gives his predictions. Oh, you know, Jesse?
That sounds like a setup.
You have earned that right to be set up.
Well, you know, I'm at least flattered that the Right Honorable Sir Orville Higgins has bestowed that honor upon me. So I take it in full stride. So I'm having a great afternoon. How about yourself?
Boy, I'm in high spirits.
Really?
Yes.
All right, well, especially after the wind is doing so good thus far, not true?
That and some other reasons. I'll talk to you off the air about.
All right, sir. No
all right. Cool. We're looking at all EPL games today.
Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
Your Quint EPL come back. This Friday we start, no?
Yeah, man. That's right. Tomorrow we start. Yeah, that's tomorrow. And we had previewed that Manchester United Fulham matchup on Tuesday. That should kick things off come tomorrow. But we're going to be looking at some games, other games that will be happening between Saturday and Sunday. Why not? Let's start off with the Ipswich Town versus Liverpool matchup. That matchup is scheduled to take place on Saturday morning, bright and early, at 6:30 local time. And after back-to-back promotions from League One, Ipswich, they host Liverpool at Portman Road on their return to England's top flight. Now, the Tractor Boys of Ipswich Town have boasted their squad with the signings of Jacob Greaves, Liam Delap, Murich, and Connor Townsend. Now, Liverpool, meanwhile, they're preparing for the dawn of a new era under their new manager, Arne Slot. Now, the Reds are thus far the only Premier League team yet to make a permanent signing throughout the summer. The visitors in the form of the Reds of Liverpool will be expected, though, to still come away with all 3 points on the opening day at Portman Road, and it reflects in the Just Bet odds. Let's start off with the final result bet option. Like to remind folks that it's a simple straight-up option that offers odds on each team to win and offers odds on the draw. Liverpool is favored, as we said earlier. They attract odds of $1.30. Ipswich Town, $8 for the upset. And the draw attracts odds of $5.50 at $8. And Ipswich looks very enticing. Let's head over to the correct score betting, shall we? Can you predict the score of a game? And that's the correct score.
at the end of regulation and stoppage time, well, it can pay off very well for you. Do remember that you can place a bet on any scoreline that you think is the correct scoreline for each and every football game. Now, for Ipswich Town hosting Liverpool this Saturday at 6:30, take advantage of a number of correct score bets, including Liverpool 2-0, $4,000 on offer with a $500 bet. Liverpool 3-0, $4,750 in winnings with a $500 wager. Liverpool 3-1, $5,000 in winnings with a $500 bet. Ipswich Town, you can imagine as the underdog that the correct score betting should be good. You're absolutely right if you thought so. Ipswich Town 2-1, $10,500 on offer with a $500 bet. If Ipswich Town wins by a goal to nil, a $500 bet pays $13,000 in winnings. Ipswich Town with the upset special, 2 goals to nil, would pay a cool $30,500 in winnings with only a $500 bet. But Liverpool still has the pedigree, I think, to take advantage of Ipswich Town. They'll be happy, they'll be pumped up. How will the tractor boys of Ipswich Town be, especially in front of their home crowd? A new era on the Liverpool, will that show in these opening games for the Reds? Still taking them to win by 2 goals to 1. Make it $4,000 as well with a $500 bet. Liverpool at $1.30 straight up.
Liverpool it's difficult to bet against Liverpool. They'll be coming on the front foot trying to put down an early marker. I'm going with Liverpool 3, Ipswich 1.
All right, Liverpool by 3 goals to 1 is $5,000 in winnings with a $500 bet.
All right, and the other one that we're looking at is Arsenal against the Wolves. Talk to us about that one.
Absolutely, that's taking place this Saturday at 9 a.m. Jamaica time. Well, Arsenal fans, will you guys get it done this season after back-to-back second-place finishes behind Manchester City? It's Arsenal that will be bidding to go one step up this season and lift the Premier League title. Wolves, meanwhile, will be hoping to build on a solid first season under Gary O'Neill. We have seen key players, Max Kilman and Pedro Neto, depart over the summer. The Gunners should be able to take this one on opening day for them this Saturday at 9 a.m. Jamaica time, and it reflects heavily in the just bet odds. Arsenal, they decided favorite at $1.18. The Wolves of Wolverhampton at $12 for the upset, the draw at $7 even. Now, do remember that when you take advantage of the just bet correct score betting, it allows you to maximize on your winning potential. Let's head over to the correct score bet that you can place for this game. And some of those bets that you can capitalize on include Arsenal 3-0, $3,330 in winnings with a $500 bet. Arsenal 4-0, $5,000 on offer with a $500 wager. Arsenal 4-1, $8,000 on offer with $500 worth. Wolverhampton, you can imagine that $12 for the upset with a final result bet option. That the correct score betting is even better. Let's start off with the Wolves 1 goal to nil. Wolves managed to beat Arsenal only by a goal to nil. The Bob Marley special, a $500 bet, pays $18,000 in winnings. What about Wolves by 2 goals to 1? $20,500 on offer with only $500 worth. Even better than that is if Wolves win by 2 goals to nil. You're talking about $50,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Needless to say, if Wolves beat Arsenal 2-0, you put $1,000 down, you're looking at $1,000 or make that $101,000 in winnings. That's a very enticing amount of money. Arsenal at the Emirates, though, taking them to win this one by making 4 goals to 1. $8,000 on offer with a $500 bet. Arsenal at $1.18, not that great. So if you're definitely going with Arsenal, it's a correct score betting that pays the bet for your bet.
Arsenal 2-0.
2-0?
Yeah. I'm not going as expansive as you, my good man.
Oh, man. That's a bit flat for the Gunners. I'm sure they want to throw down a gauntlet to start things off. Anyway, 2 goals to nil in Arsenal's favor. Let's start that into the correct score betting calculator. 2-0 in Arsenal's favor pays $3,000 in winnings with a $500 bet.
All right, and the final one, the champions against the side named Chelsea. Ever heard of them?
You never heard of it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sure you just riled up some sports desk listeners a while ago. Anyway, Chelsea and Manchester City will do battle this Sunday. The feature game, Chelsea, Man City at 10:30 in the morning, Jamaica time, an inspired second half of the season. Saw Chelsea eventually finish 6th, securing Europa Conference League football for the coming campaign. Of course, Manchester City will be looking to extend on their unprecedented winning streak of 4 Premier League titles in a row under Pep Guardiola. Now, these two sides met in preseason only 2 weeks ago. City ran out 4-2 winners. Well, will we see the same result here? Although it should be a more competitive affair at Stamford Bridge. I can tell you this, City is favored to win this one handily all the same according to the Just Bet final result bet option. City attracts odds of $1.77. Chelsea at $3.75 for the upset, and the draw is $4. Who the good? Let's head into some of the correct score bets that you can place for this game. And those include Manchester City by 2-0 would pay $5,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Manchester City 3-0, $8,000 on offer with $500 worth. City 4-1, $13,000 on offer with a $500 bet. Now, it was all about some of the bets for Chelsea. Correct score bets are plenty, including, if it is that Chelsea wins 2-1, $6,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Chelsea 2-0, $13,000 to the good with a $500 wager. But if Chelsea manages to beat Manchester City by 3-1, a $500 bet actually pays $15,500 in winnings. Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, I'm taking them to lose all the same against Manchester City. City for me, 3-1, $6,000 on offer with a $500 bet. Taking the Citizens, $1.77 straight up.
I don't know why I feel that City will start slow. My instincts are saying don't go too expansive on this one, especially with Chelsea at home. There's something in me that says this one may just end up in a draw with City starting slowly and Chelsea punching slightly above their weight. So my puncher's hunch is saying 1-1 draw, Chelsea versus.
Wow, a 1-1 draw. Good analysis there. A 1-1 draw in this game, Orville. You're looking at $3,350 in winnings with a $500 bet.
All right, boss. Take us to the break.
Thank you very much. Of course, lots of cricket being played right now, including the Windies taking on the Proteas. You can bet on that. Do remember, though, for football, we do have a number of outright bets. When you visit justbetja.com or justbet location near you, you can take advantage of the extra special outright bets that we have for the EPL. Remember now, lock these in from now. As the season goes on, the odds will tighten, but you will have the opportunity to bet, for example, on who will win the Premier League. Manchester City at odds of $2.36. Arsenal, $2.70. Liverpool, $8 even. Chelsea, $20. Wow. And Manchester United, $22. You can bet on who will make the top 4. Arsenal and City attract odds of $1.14. Liverpool at $1.51. Chelsea, $2.46. United, $2.85. You can bet on who will win and who will be the top goal scorer for this campaign. Will it be Manchester City and Erling Haaland at $2.75? Will it be Liverpool and Erling Haaland at $13? Will it be Mohamed Salah and Manchester City to lift the title at $25? Will it be Chelsea lifting the title with Erling Haaland as the top goal scorer across the EPL at $35? You can bet on that as well. To finish in the top half, you can bet on that. Who will get relegated? You can bet on that as well. You can bet on actual sides if they will be relegated or not. For example, you can bet if Bournemouth will be relegated, Aston Villa, Brentford, Brighton and Hove Albion, and the list goes on and on and on. All are part of the extra special bet that we have available for the EPL. Make it just at JA.com or SupremeGames.com or just at location near you. We have over 100 island-wide ready to serve you. Of course, all the to you, your team, and the listeners from all of us at Just Bet. Stay safe, enjoy the games, have a great weekend, and catch you next week, my friend. Take care.
All right, my boss. Big up to you, Sir Jesse Blake. And with that, we take a break. That was the Just Bet Winner Z, sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. For more information, visit justbetja.com.
Isratech Jamaica Limited offers a high-quality complement of unique and sustainable products and services, unparalleled anywhere in the Caribbean and Central America. Everything agriculture, water, energy, hardware, home, and garden. From engineering and design, manufacturing and supply of product, consultation, after-sales service to implementation and maintenance. Call us today at 876-603-3946. Isratech, master the elements.
So refreshing. What's so refreshing, Sanya? The water is refreshing. Try it now. Where you get that from? No clean manufacturing water. So refreshing. Me like it. Clean water. Located at 20 Syndham Commercial, Old Harbour, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Telephone number 876-335-0448 or 876-648-7192 or email cleanconcept@gmail.com.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back, and the South Africans have put on a nice little. Last week it's done, them gone. What is now 143? They were 101. Hold on, let me just get the exact thing. But them putting up some resistance in the game. 143 for 9. 144 now as we speak, a single kick for. And them coming from what was it, 97 for 9. So the last pair put on what is look like 46. Well, 150 now. So the last pair put on over 50. We have to be careful. Mama B.
Rumble in the jungle.
How did you do, Mama B?
Well, you can do the #1 disciple body, man.
What did we?
You know, long me there, we talking.
You wanted us to cut Jesse Blake?
Well, anyway, and then now you see them, the same thing happened to me now, Right,
yes, sir.
Me a hold on for the program and you have, and this doctor fella, me think, when I got the boy, me have one more call and me squeeze in a 5 not 2 minutes. If you want to know me vex for yesterday, you know, yeah, man. When the captain and boss want to come on and can't get to come on, we get bring the one. Anyway, Orville.
Yeah.
What was Mount Salem man saying about G-Star? That, in other words, you don't play in a regional cricket, but you are the best in the regional cricket.
That's what he's saying. G-Star said.
But and you know what hurt me, Zidane, because Samson. The host was trying its best to prevent G-Star from going down the road, you know. Yeah. He made about 3 attempts to stop G-Star, and G-Star still said that Orville. How does that make sense to you, Orville?
I wasn't listening.
You don't play. No, but
if he said that is G-Star with another classic Bramblog.
But I just the other day me give G-Star ratings and call him an A-star and all. G-Star go up the road to flat.
That a man was the best player in a tournament that he's not playing.
That he's not playing. At
the start of his career.
Yeah? Orville, as a #1 sportscaster and reason of sport, how that makes sense to you?
Absolute nonsense.
Oh my goodness gracious. Mount Salem, man, keep the ball up, man. Mount Salem, man, is a busy disciple these days in Orville. But Orville,
yeah.
Ian Bell now, he's now the official coach of the Sri Lankan cricket team now. What's up?
I heard something like
that.
But
Ian Bell.
Yeah.
And they said he has an average of 42 in Test cricket. That's a very good average in Orville.
Yeah, man, proper.
And what I noticed of the Orville, some of these past Test cricketers,
Yeah.
we might brush them aside and because we use to the Viv and them kind of classic players there. But when I check it out, some of these guys have very good averages in Orville. Because to be averaging 42 or 43 or even 44, 45 is not very bad.
No, man, that's decent.
Proper. Yeah, man, especially in the era where we had some very good
it's only a pity that you're visually challenged. I didn't see Ian Bell. But Ian Bell, you hear people talk about Carl Hooper and how him smooth.
Yes.
Ian Bell
is the replica.
I would think, easier than the eye. Yeah, so when Carl Hooper get savage and chip down the wicket and fire, Ian Bell is always silky smooth.
My goodness.
I think he's just as easy on the eye as anything when you watch in a long time. But clean, you hear people talk about classes.
I understand, man. Like a Carl Hooper in his elements.
Yes, but for me, he may even time the ball better now. In other words, him get the ball to go to the boundary with more ease. Probably because he is a better batsman generally. I just intend to bat longer, but it is a sweet campaign to watch.
So, Orville,
yes.
I was listening to you on the comments you made on Viv and the batting of pace, right?
Yeah.
How would you rate Viv in terms of how high up would you put Viv on a scale?
Best batsman to pace ever. Best batsman.
My goodness gracious me.
Let me rephrase.
I'm a Viv Richards.
Hold on, let me rephrase. Best batsman I've seen to short, fast, or to fast, short. There has never been a better hooker and puller.
My goodness gracious.
There has never been anybody that played a short ball with the kind of disdain that Viv.
You understand what I'm saying? Viv Richards is one of the greatest that we have produced in Orville.
We don't know that.
Why, I tell you. But Orville, this test match here now, when last have you had a wicket like this in Providence? Because Providence pitch not sound like some dead pitch, man.
Well, boy, maybe it slow down and it now. Because the last
year, it better slow down when we batting in Orville. The South African have, what they call it, Ravada.
Yeah.
And them guys that can bowl very good in Orville.
Yeah, man. So that's what I'm
with
saying.
Our brittleness in batting, let's hope it settle down where we can even make 300. And put them on the back foot. You understand, Orville?
All right.
The only way we're going to win this test match, I know. Get some lots of runs in our first inning. But Orville, we don't want the tail to walk any further, man.
All right, Mama B.
All right, little Samson stay strong, yeah?
Pick up.
And boy, I don't like how G-Star them run up the road and flap themselves as elite caller down here, so you know. And me one caller yesterday I complain about the speed of meter. But you have the nonsense meter. When the nonsense meter catch an individual, you know, little Samson, you finish it off with the cat and nine tail, you know. But we don't use nonsense meter down here.
All right, my boy.
Leave it there. We got
cat and nine we use, man.
Yeah. All right, sir.
Yeah, man.
Cool. MU now.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
What Zidane?
You're here.
Why, if I yesterday, I try to get through and the phone just keep on a drop signal. Hello?
Yeah, man, we can hear you.
Yeah. So, I say, I think I'm the only thing more to talk about. Right now, I think we should have surpassed Liam Bailey thing, you know, because Liam Bailey, to me, I respect him, you know, as a footballer and everything, but he might do some things when they're really necessary. Because to represent your country, although them get paid, right? But it's like a siping, don't it?
Your background kind of nice, though.
Oh, my background noisy?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Little better.
Alright. You not hear me now?
Yeah, man, we are hearing you, you know. We were always hearing you, you know.
Yeah, may I say no. May I say, them get a little stipend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So may I say, all of the international team, them, the say go, them get a little stipend, right?
Yeah.
And Ronaldo and Messi, them proud to represent them country. So why him can't just know, say, boy, it's a proud moment to just represent the country and not your selfish benefits
Right, the background now is rough behind you, there, my boy.
I chew me a drive, man.
Yeah, then you can't wind up the window or something.
No wind up the window.
Right, I don't know if I the AC or what, but we are here, you know, but we are here the background noise as well.
I don't know.
Anyway, me agree with you, dude. I don't think he's as committed to the Jamaican cause as he should.
I feel like say them should have get people who want to play for the country and represent their country and do good. Because him just boy dep on a hype right now, and you don't need that. Your country, and I like say your club you represent your country.
True. I agree with you, my boss. All right, we'll leave it here, MU. Yeah, man.
All right, we'll leave it here.
Don't want to get to the $10,000 thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Diego.
New York.
How art thou, Diego?
Okay. Am I allowed to give my opinion before I start talking? Is this the show? And this is the show where he says, "What says you?" 10 years ago when I first was introduced to the show.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure, you know. I'm not to agree with my opinion, you know. No. Well, before I go to Zidane now, with my opinion, the corner that said about chipping, you know, I have two favorite Australian players. But, you know, I hate Australia. I can come out with my hate, you know. Yeah. Sports hate now we're talking, you know. When you have rivalry, it's just natural to have sports hate. Yeah. There's two Australians that are my favorite players, even though I hate Australia. Can you get those two? Since I've been calling the show over 10 years.
Two Australians I hate the most?
Yes, Zidane, you remember? No, man, two Australians that I like.
That you like.
I think Ricky Ponting is one.
No.
Dan Bradman and Steve Smith.
No, when I hear Dan Bradman and Steve Smith, I just don't have them and Lara. You have to educate the new people. Don't try to win some with Diego and don't get the full team.
What am I trying to win?
No, I'm telling you, I don't get Dan Bradman or Steve Smith.
All right.
I'm just saying I disagree with you again. My opinion.
You ask for who you love, Mr. Dan Bradman and Steve Smith.
Yeah, but you choose the two that me and you disagree upon to try to win something again.
Oh, that's what I was doing. All right.
All right. So I just disagree with Ray Guru. In his opinion, I have Lara greater than Bradman and Steve Smith. Anyway, move on to what we talk about. Yes. Mark Waugh.
Yes.
And Shane Warne. No, Mark Waugh, just to tell the caller, who else has he seen chip to pace? I saw Mark Waugh do that. So he was asking, have you ever seen anybody else chip to the pace?
But Mark Waugh didn't do that as much as Matthew Hayden, who played in that series.
No, I'm not going to argue with that.
Matthew Hayden was more known for running down the wicket at fast ball.
One thing about you, I'm not going to ask, did you see Mark Waugh chip the pace?
Not regularly, no.
No, I didn't say regular. Did you ever see Mark Waugh chip the pace?
Have I seen him done it one or two times?
Yes.
But
all right.
He was not known for doing that.
All right, but we're not arguing that. We're now just trying to win something. So back to Zidane. No, Zidane.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, I heard you guys on the show saying yesterday that the JFF wants a letter from Leon Bailey. Right? Now, Diego now, following the story, has an opinion. And all I'm saying, in my opinion, they have a right to ask for the letter.
I didn't hear you saying that.
Okay, so there you go. So, however, there's many ways to skin a cat.
Talking on the phone. You're getting nervous.
You're sound off, man.
Am I hearing me?
Yeah, man.
Oh, you're talking about never. You're talking for 12 years and never nervous.
Maybe because you know the beat never come today.
What beat the next?
Right, go ahead.
You don't beat me before.
Hold
it. You don't beat me, but Nikita,
Hold the line, Diego. Hold it. You're coming back.
Make a plan to stay on top of your mortgage. Stick to it. Pay on time. The time by the MHD is
2 o'clock.
It's the SDC National Community Cricket Semi-Finals this Sunday, August 18, 2024 at Ultimate Oval, Discovery Bay, St. John. First game, 10 a.m., Fairfield United from Manchester versus Whiteout from Westmoreland. And the second game, Junction Ballots Valley from St. Elizabeth versus Links United from St. John. Admission free.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back, Diego. Back with you.
Oh, Zidane, you trying to, we know the style that try to, what you never try to do today, go, try to do real colors. That's a good special idea, go.
Go ahead.
If you win the argument, you win, boss. You know, so I will give it the right to winning. You win the argument if you win. No. So I'm saying to you, Zidane, I can see it both ways. Now, the JFF, based on history, can say, Leon, we want to see a letter from you. Or the JFF can.
What kind of letter?
Let me finish now. What about the letter? You're the one who told us about the letter. What letter do they want?
Indicating that they're available.
Right, available. Yeah.
This is,
right.
Yeah, what's
so I'm saying they can ask for it. They have a right to ask for it. Or what? There's another way they can work. They can say, listen, we have brought in this new coach. This coach costing us a lot of money. We will start a new way, and we can say, coach, you deal with that, and then notes if any problems, you go have to deal with it.
All right.
You can go both ways.
You know,
yeah. Finish now?
Yes.
Now you come and cuss me, so give me a chance now.
Yeah, man. But hold the phone to your mouth.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing it.
Okay. Yeah. So I am saying to you, if Dago was the president of the JFF, if Dago, in my opinion, I would have do it and say, listen, coach, you say you're going to talk to the man, you're going to reason with him, you're going to be thing, and leave it up to him now and get myself out of it. Dago would do it.
Let me tell you why that is a very...
So why you have a problem with Dago?
All right, let me tell you now why that would
be... I'm not saying you have to do it my way.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you why. No, man, I know I don't have to...
Explain to me why you have an issue with this one.
I'm going to tell you.
I'm going
to tell you why your position is stupid. Yeah.
Okay.
The JFF would have done this before. They would have backed away and allowed him...
Not with this new coach.
Hold on to me, boss, man. Hold on to me, boss, man. They would have
not with this new coach.
Give me a chance to Diego. I allowed you.
But you're changing my parameters.
I am not changing. I'm saying he's a coach. He's a white coach.
But he's a new coach.
He's a Lord of his mercy. He's a white, high-profile new coach. Give me a chance, boss, to give you the similarities. So the previous coach was a white, high-profile European. He met with Craig Butler because remember, Liam Bailey said, allow me to talk, my boss. Because you missed the point, my boss. That's why I'm going to. I am going to educate you, my boss, because him can't talk.
Educate me on the past of the past.
No, it's not the past, my boss. Leon,
it's not the past. I'm bringing Craig Butler.
Diego, allow me. I take the licks them in Diego.
Yeah,
Diego. Allow me to educate. You don't want education. Let me educate the listeners.
No, man, but I'm listening.
Leon, allow me, no, boss, man, me educate the listeners. You will not talk to me again. If you want to hear from me, the change from that.
Oh, you understand you. So you know the coach can't talk to him.
I may have to work with Willie and Bailey, say me boss. Me can't work with. He no change. Diego, him no change. Diego, if me say you banned from the program, Diego, me have to come and announce say your ban has been lifted before you can call back. No, boss. No, it's not stupid. Leon, boss. Diego, allow me to make the point. All right, allow me to make the point. You can come. I'm saying,
but allow me to respond.
Man. I'm saying to you, Leon Bailey out of his mouth said him no one in a no talk with the JFF. If they want to contact him about playing for Jamaica, they have to do it through his agent, Craig.
Yes.
Right? The JFF did that with Hal Grimson and Jensen.
You're talking about
Hold on, let me boss, man.
Keep going.
Let me tell you, because the history is important. So they did that. They tried that. And Craig Butler came back and told a whole heap of life on Jay. That's what the JFF said. Misinformation now. No, Diego.
This is according to the JFF.
According to the JFF. Right. And then Craig Butler come and say, and them I tell lie. Pure confusion and pure embarrassment.
All right.
Hold on, me not done yet. Me not done yet, Diego. No, Diego. Only an idiot will get burned like that from Craig Butler and Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey laugh and say, call me fake news. Tell them to take down my name off them television screen. We'll get burned like that from Leon Bailey and Craig Butler and then do the same thing again, Diego, even if it's a different coach.
Someone I can talk.
Go ahead now.
Only an idiot will say what we can also
is this
you see, you talk about things that you say you want me to
is
talk.
the same Craig Butler and Leon Bailey. Them not change.
We can talk.
Craig Butler change.
You don't say allow you to talk and you're not alone.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Can you say it's a different thing? It's not a different thing. The only thing is different is the coach.
Okay. So I'm saying to you, the past, yes. It doesn't mean that this new coach who's clean with a clean slate, it has to be the same way.
But Leon Bailey never had an issue.
You can't predict it.
But Leon Bailey never had an issue with the coach, the previous coach. He has an issue with the JFF. The JFF remains the same. Craig Butler remains the same. Leon Bailey remains the same. Diego, you're talking nonsense, Diego.
How did you, how did you know this coach talked to him when he said he's going to meet him, get his commitment? How do you know it will be the same?
And that is exactly why we want it in writing. It's because we don't know if Leon Bailey go style you again, man, Craig Butler. That's why we want it in writing so them can't style. We have the evidence. We have the evidence to show the viewers.
We don't know.
We want it in writing, Diego.
Right, but I don't have to choose your part.
You'll be a fool if you don't choose my way.
No,
you must choose this way. If the man burn you already, if Craig Butler style you already, and Leon Bailey laugh off you on IG and say, call me fake news.
What you're saying is that
we must want it in writing now.
No, man, genius. I have no problem with your way. I'm saying I don't have to do it.
Your way is a silly way, Diego.
No, it can't be silly.
It's silly,
it's a
Diego.
different way. Clean slate with the coach.
Diego.
And the coach says he's going to talk to the player. How do you know he doesn't? People, you don't know what's going to happen.
All right. Let me get in a word now, Diego. As the voice of
last time you come in, Orville, finish up.
Yeah.
Start to the same level until 4 o'clock. So I'm saying to you, nothing wrong with your ways and that. But I would rather my way, because my way now is a clean slate, and then the coach says there's a problem. We go to the coach. Coach,
there is no,
there's
no clean slate.
All right, Diego. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, man.
Should there be a clean slate for Leon after all that he's done?
Should there be a clean slate for Leon Bailey?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You think?
I would make it.
You think after all of Leon Bailey's utterance,
yes,
we should just allow him back in the team?
Because the coach.
I didn't say anything about a coach. Listen to my question.
No, but it's about the coach.
Listen to my question.
But I answered your question.
You think that Leon Bailey there should be no difference in how we deal with Leon Bailey after his utterance?
Yes. You gonna listen to me now?
Yeah.
I think going forward with getting this new coach, one of the most qualified coaches.
I did not ask about coach.
Yeah, but I understand you. Allow him to deal with it.
You're not answering what I am asking.
It's embarrassing. I know you're not embarrassed yourself, you know, Diego.
All right.
No. I'm going to talk. I don't understand what you're saying.
Your time.
But you can't say anything, you know.
I'm asking Diego, forget the coach. Listen to me again. Should Leon Bailey...
Right. The coach is $1.6 million.
We're gone.
The coach is paid to coach, man.
All right, Diego, we're agreeing to disagree. We have to leave it. Music now.
There's a reason why I'm going to answer that.
Yeah. This thing about clean slate, you can't say clean slate for a player. Business as usual.
You know what,
who has done all the things that Liam.
You know what Diego really said to with Diego? You see, if Liam Bailey had karate kicked down the previous coach,
yeah,
and him fight the next player, so
Yeah.
Liam Bailey is known to beat up people.
And you hire a coach,
You hire
10
a new
million.
coach, and the coach say, I will
I
talk to
want
him.
that, man.
You must just say, all right, clean slate.
That's my thing. It
No.
can't be- So that's the argument.
Yes.
This clean slate about coach, I get. But do you have clean slate for a player?
No.
Merely because somebody else comes.
No, can't be when the player has
If
been
you
consistent.
believe that the player transgressed whether rules or did things to disrespect the
He's
program.
consistent with it.
If you believe that the player did that, then it can't be clean slate for that
the
player.
No.
And if it can't be clean slate for the player, then it can't be clean slate for the coach coming in to coach the player.
No.
That is just high level reasoning.
Yes, it can't be.
If you did
It's the same Leon Bailey and Craig.
yeah, man, we're going to the music. Did Leon Bailey transgress when him saying, nah, come back, him, I go keep him part, if enough to call him, if call other people? Were all of those transgressions of player JFF arranged?
Yeah.
I think they are. Yeah. At the very least, we can't be business as usual with a player like this. Now, if it can't be business as usual with a player like this, we need the commitment of that player. Yeah. I said, do that whole something and go up again. I'll know the coach not get involved with it.
No. And all of these transgression was not because of the previous
That's
coach.
my argument. You had an issue with us, the
yes.
federation.
Us is still there.
And I don't know if I will pick you and you walk off again.
Yes.
Or if we pick you and can't
You
pick
laugh-
our next
you
man
laugh
again.
on social media.
Are you now committed to the program, sir? And we don't want you to the coach to tell us that, and then you say you never tell the coach that. It's not a question of not trusting the coach.
No.
It's of not trusting you.
and Craig Butt.
Thank you very much. Selection 1, brought to you by Edge Campaigns for People Dream Color. This one is from Deville, and it's called A Song to Giant.
Yeah, there is no way I could ever repay you. All of the things you've done, on my knees, I'm giving you glory be to you. Yahweh, to you. I give all the praise to you. I give all the thanks to you. Listen, there been a whole heap of time I felt like I could never make it through another. Somehow you found a way for us. Oh, my Father, you sustain me even when I don't think that I deserve it. I didn't even try. Proving your love will never die for me. So thanks to you. I give all the praise to you, Jah, every day to you. I give all the thanks to you. Yeah, no matter what comes my way. Thanking you for yesterday and today and tomorrow. For all of the times you brought me through my sorrow. Being right there by my side, you're my shadow. Closer to me, girl, I know. For picking me up when I'm falling. For running to me when I'm calling. For all of my sins you forgiven. You're so amazing. To you, I give all the praise to you, Jah. Every day to you. I give all the thanks to you. Yeah. Hallelujah. 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 Ay, 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 glory be thy name. Glory be to thy name. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Glory be thy name. Glory be to thy name. Hallelujah. I give you praise. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Alrighty then. So that's the man called the Bill with one called Song. We check it.
The JSC Group, Jamaica Stock Exchange, Jamaica Central Securities Depository Limited, and JCSD Trustee Services, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market for over 45 years. The time by the Jamaica Stock Exchange Group is
16 minutes after 2.
Tell me something. How you stay on top of your mortgage?
Well, I set up a standing order at my bank. It is easy, it is automatic, and I don't have to worry about spending it on other things.
Everybody needs a plan. Make one, stick to it, and pay on time. And that way you keep the keys to your home.
We are the MHD, the key to your home.
It hurts if you don't check first. The excellent customer service, our staff is knowledgeable and trustworthy. And we have a wide variety of supply society, and the price is right, yes, it's worth it. The solution to your auto parts links to one-stop shop, and we deliver to. So if you can't come in, just link up on WhatsApp or call and make your order. And remember, there's no other song. It hurts if you don't check first. Some else no need to say. It hurts if you don't check first.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, thank you very much. Welcome back. We go to Dangerous.
Run them off, run. Hello?
Oh, this is Dwight Shettle. This
Yeah,
is a
man.
new name?
Dangerous in 5 minutes. There's a reason why I'm dangerous in 5 minutes. Yeah. Zidane. Never before in the sports desk have we had a situation where I've had a caller like me so dangerous that Orville now is saying that you know talk on a topic anymore. Everybody else can talk on the topic, but boy, I can't afford to do a chat to talk on the topic. Never before you have a situation where you ask co-hosts like David and Music and you a question and they can't answer them. So Zidane, may I put the question to you again today, or you still can't answer?
What question?
Okay, cool. So now, we have heard before Orville's theory about how we determine whether or not somebody is more talented and how we determine if somebody is good. And use numbers. And some say, using the numbers that we have, isn't it fair to then say that Craig Brathwaite was a more talented player than Vivian Richards at regional level? When, if you should look at their first 3 years of regional cricket?
No, because they faced completely different quality of
bowling. Oh,
the standard
really?
of bowling that Vivian Richard would have faced in his time would be way higher than the one that
So standard of bowling. So how come all along we never did hear so we are use standard of bowling when we have compared players across the years?
We didn't.
Well, I heard him mention that Nikita Miller is a better bowler than Michael Holden at regional levels. He never did. Said Michael Holden was bowling to better.
Is Orville come to talk to?
No, man, I asked you a question. No, he didn't. So then let me ask you. Let me ask you. Let me ask you. Let me talk to you then.
There you go. Yes.
So then, is it fair then that the argument that Nikita Miller was a better regional bowler than Michael Holden? Do you think that's a rubbish argument because they're facing different?
Yeah, man. But I would have stated in the past that I don't agree.
So you think it's a rubbish argument?
I don't know about rubbish, but I don't agree. I think you have to factor in the big drop off in the quality of batsmen.
I would have said that before. Different question now. Different question.
Good.
So now, when we say a player is good or a player not good at a particular level, and numbers we use again, not true.
Yeah, man.
Yes or no? Do we use numbers?
Continue, man. Go ahead. Let me hear it.
So would it have been
And would it also have been fair for say in the first couple of years of regional cricket, Michael Holden Michael Holden and Sir Vivian Richards never did all that good at that level.
Relative to who?
No, man. Good, we say we just use numbers to determine if they're good or not.
No, man, but usually the numbers argument is in comparison.
So you think about you think a player
dangerous in 5 minutes. Hold on, dangerous. Yeah. Normally that comparison about numbers that you always hear in this programming when you're comparing.
No, man. When we say if a player is good or if a player not good. No. So when people say that Carl Hooper was not a special batsman,
it's because we are comparing. It's because many others average way more than Carl Hooper, so Carl Hooper would not be at the top in terms of quality. So because
you're saying that if a player averages 20 in regional cricket, say in the 80s, you would not be able to tell if he was good or not.
The others that is in his age group, what were they average?
Me don't know. Me just ask.
Find that out. If Viv is 19 years old and him average 23 in regional cricket, you have to find out what the other 19 years old.
Sir, we're talking at that level. At that level, no, man, but a player should average 20.
No, man.
In regional cricket, you are saying that you would not be able to say if the player is good.
No, man. I don't judge.
In regional cricket,
I don't judge young players like that.
No, me ask you a simple.
No, man.
We use the word good. Was he good in regional cricket?
This is how I analyze. When a young player is just coming into professional sports, I don't look at him after his first couple of games and say, all right, that player not good. I can't analyze because I know.
So
I know initially a lot of young players, they come in their first couple of games and they struggle, but they go on to be world-class players. So I'm not going to use the first 2-3 games of a 19-year-old professional career.
It's not games, it's 3 years.
No, games we use. We don't use years.
Me talk 3 years. It's over 3 years.
How many games?
I don't know, but it's over 3 years. At least, I'm sure it's at least 8 games. Over 3 years.
8 games too small to know if a 19-year-old not good or not.
So you are saying that even though for other players, today, we make a call on whether or not them good. So let me ask you a question.
After 8 games?
Wait. Kurt McKenzie.
Why you know someone so dangerous today at all?
Kurt McKenzie, was he good this year in regional cricket?
Well, I didn't see Kurt.
Kurt McKenzie averaged a little bit in a regional cricket.
So he didn't have a good season? No.
Was he good?
He didn't have a good season.
Was he good in regional cricket this year?
I answered the question. He didn't have a good season.
Zidane, you're a confused person. Different thing altogether. 5 minutes up.
Why you're 5 minutes up.
But great bit in the Olympics. But we talk about that tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Yeah, man. Never sound so dangerous today.
Was I a good cricketer, Manny? Yeah. I was a good cricketer, I said.
Yeah, he might try a thing, you know.
Nice.
Lick everything.
You know who will try to help me? Next.
Minutes.
Huh?
Minutes.
Was I a good cricketer in high school? Yeah. We could have played cricket. Yes. I was good.
Yes.
Relative to the other youth.
Exactly.
And the other youth at my age group.
So if you relative to the other 20 and 19-year-old, he was good.
Was a very good cricketer. You can't be a national representative without being good.
Yeah, man, they're going to call you very best of the lot.
So you're good.
Yeah.
Now, were you the best?
Not necessarily.
If you're comparing Viv with Don Bradman and Greg Chappell
and Sachin. At that age.
But was he good relative?
Yeah, but and listeners, the important thing is not whether how good Viv was. We're talking about that Viv didn't get to that level that when he was playing just overnight.
Yeah, he was saying he was a good cricketer.
Franny Malika boy. All right, Badger degree. Yeah.
Yes, Orville, you were good. You were good when you were a youngster until you saw Delroy Morgan batting.
I was still good.
And then you just give it up.
No, I never give it. For once, get an argument right. I never give up cricket. And I was still good.
Aspirations of making it to the West Indies when you saw Delroy Morgan.
Different time.
A person who averaged. By the way, how much Delroy Morgan was averaging when you saw it?
In schoolboy cricket?
Yeah, no, when you saw him batting, I don't know the schoolboy. I looked at them and said, not schoolboy cricket, I saw him.
In schoolboy cricket, I saw him batting as a schoolboy. In schoolboy cricket.
Yeah, how much was he averaging at that time?
I don't know, but I don't walk around and know. I don't even know how much I average in Headley Cup much less. What they are.
So hold on. You said Delroy Morgan, they said, no, sir. No, sir.
Yeah.
Give up this.
I never, let me say it again. I never give up cricket.
give up your inspiration and making to the West Indies. A man who never make it to the West Indies, you know.
Yeah.
You give up your inspiration and making it to the West Indies because you saw a youngster batting. You understand? So what he was doing at that time was looking classy and
no man, Delroy Morgan was making lots of runs. We used to hear him naming
lots of runs.
Delroy Morgan, as a schoolboy, was a very prolific scorer. So we would have heard about it. We would let me make the point. Because I don't know what his average is. I don't know what Zenny Fowler averaging at Headley Cup. I know he was a prolific batsman in Headley Cup. What is wrong with you? Zenny, my time now. My time. You stop and listen. I am. Let me make the point. Don't say anything. When you stop laugh, I'll make the point. This laugh will come out of your 5 minutes too. Yeah, remember that?
No problem. Go on now. Yeah, I got to start. Go on now.
You ready now? Zenny Fowler is my brother.
No, not about Delroy Morgan. You can't Zenny Fowler, brother. I understand that. You saw a man batting and you said, no, sir. My inspiration, you were a good cricketer. My inspiration of making it to the West Indies is just dash. Because you saw a man, but it's as cool as batting. What did you start doing? The cover drive and all that thing though. Because I want to say, maybe that is what Brian Lara saw in Carl Hooper and said, this man have more talent more than me when I saw him. Because talent don't normally equal to your average. Carl Hooper might have failed going forward. He has more talent more than Lara said. But going forward, in don't live up to his talent and expectation, he can underachieve and underperform. That's simple that. You understand? So no matter go to Zenny Fowler and all the thing there. That's all the point I wanted to make. When Brian Lara saw Carl Hooper, what this man was doing, this man is full of look at him have more talent more than me. He just never go on to maximize his talent. Maybe we don't know why. Maybe he have something in his life, but just make him never go on and fulfill his talent. Simple, done, argument. Yes. Next one. Zidane.
No. I'm going to have to respond.
All right, yes.
I allowed you what? You want any more time? Because I'm going to respond. Okay, so now that you're quiet, you're asking me why would I be impressed with a man that I don't know is average? Let me address that. Zenny Fowler is my brother. Growing, living at the same yard. He used to watch cricket on my lap as a child. He was one of the most prolific schoolboy batsmen of all time. Certainly in Headley Cup. Won awards feet, started playing youth cricket for Jamaica for the Valley. I don't know what his average is. But I know that he's very good as a youth cricketer. To tell me that I can't know how good Delroy Morgan is without knowing his average is idiotic. Point number 2. Delroy Morgan was somebody that we were hearing about from a liquor board. So when Stets played, the scores came on the radio and the TV. Stets make 302 for 3 declare and bowl out a side for 40. So we would have heard of Delroy Morgan. Which is why when Stets came to play the Manners against Russies, we all went to the game. We went to our courts and we watched the Stets team to read. It's because we heard about them. So Delroy Morgan was very prolific. So it is not that just that one innings why I was aware of his class. He was doing a lot in schoolboy. Now you ask me what was he doing? Why I realized the difference between what he was doing or how good he was relative to how good I was. Delroy Morgan was piling up centuries in Headley Cup, which I wasn't doing. So like I'm saying, I know his quality before I saw. When we get into technical issues, I saw there was one particular bowler that used to give me no end of trouble. Radcliffe Jocko Smith. And when I saw the ease that which Delhi was playing him, coupled with the whole heap of scores where Delhi used to get before, I realized that, hold on, this youth here, and not just the scores that him have, this boy had class. One more point to address about Lara and Hooper after the It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
India will not step in to host October's Women T20 World Cup if it has to be moved from Bangladesh's India Cricket Board of Control, Secretary Jay Shah. Bangladesh former Prime Minister Keisha Hassania resigned and fled to India earlier on this month after weeks of deadly anti-government protests. The International Cricket Council (ICC) says it's closely monitoring developments in the country, which is set to host the tournament from October 3 to 20. Shah said the ICC asked the BCCI about the possibility of hosting instead of Bangladesh, and they refused to do so. And that's your sports in it.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich Financing.
Your taxes hold the key.
Need to pay your property tax, motor vehicle certificate of fitness fee, or a traffic ticket? No need to join the line. Go online. Service at your fingertips 24/7. That's right. All these services and more are available online at jamaicatax.gov.jm. Fast, convenient, secure. Visit the How To tab on our website or call 888-TAX-HELP for details. Tax Administration Jamaica, working together to serve you even better.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Are you still there, Mr. Bat? You did not so. All right. So let me say one. So let me say one more thing. Then you can have it. I have already stated, and I can understand if you weren't listening or wasn't understanding, because I understand that you're a little slow with it. I have already stated that as a youth player, I can understand Brian Lara saying Carl Hooper was more talented as a youth, because I've already demonstrated that when they were both playing youth cricket, Carl Hooper was not normal as a youth talent. I've already said that I can understand Brian saying that about the young Carl. But as a test batsman, Hooper had no more talent. I've already said that. I have also said, which you are not following, even if Brian Lara is prepared to say Hooper was more talented than Brian said that about Sachin Tendulkar, who as a 16-year-old was playing test cricket for India. How would Brian know what Sachin Tendulkar's level of talent was at 16 and 17 when he wasn't seeing Sachin Tendulkar? Those are the questions I've asked, Mr. Badger, not so great. Those are what you must address, rather than come on here with a predisposed attempt to take me.
Furthermore, I never mentioned anything about Sachin a while ago. So I don't know.
I
why
did. No, but
I never. But I agree with Sachin, so I don't no need to mention Sachin.
Good. But okay. I've already admitted that Carl Hooper as a youngster, I can understand.
I'm saying to you, as a youngster with talent, you tell us, Mr. Again, that you can't get good as a big man if you were not talented as a youngster. Yes, that's what you're saying. No? So Carl Hooper brought his talent as a youth into test match cricket, and something happened. Maybe his mental capacity, maybe something, but his talent was there. Something happened.
All right.
So what I know. So
I'm going to allow you to finish.
So yeah. Something happened to Carl Hooper during his test match thing. Why never produced the goods like how he should have? You understand? But his talent was still there.
Did I say his talent was there?
His talent was better than Lara. It was underachieved.
And how do you know that?
Brother, I agree with I agree with Lara.
You agree with
Okay.
Lara that Viv used
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make
yeah.
him cry every week?
I don't
Laura
think
said
about
that in the
that.
same
I
article.
never said that. I never said that. So why you going there? Why you saying things that are not arguing
I'm
about?
asking a
You wasting
question.
time. You wasting my 5 minutes, boss man.
I'm asking a
Zidane,
question.
Badger,
Zidane,
you watch who
yeah,
on
yeah,
la.
yeah, me move on,
Hold on, no,
yeah,
Badger.
me move on,
No, we can't ask
me
one
move
little
on,
question.
thing.
We can't ask one little question.
Oh, you
Yeah,
Zidane?
yeah, Zidane Matt is asking.
Oh, yeah, sorry, go ahead, Zidane.
You watch Vivian, not Vivian. You watch Carlup and Brian Lara 2021, and you thought Carlup was more talented. But
I agree with Lara when Lara said. Lara
no,
said
it's you
me
me ask a
believe Lara.
question. When you watch
And I
Brian,
say, me not for watch
when you watch
Lara
Brian
said,
and Hooper test at the
Lara
test
said,
level,
and I believe
you
Lara.
saw more talented Hooper than Brian Lara.
Mr. Lara said, and I
Yeah,
believe
you know, so
Lara.
if you just take some other calls with them thing.
Alright, make him
You
move on. Make him
understand?
move on. Make him
Yeah,
move
they believe
But
Lara.
just think so
When
them
you
kind of
ask
call,
me
you know,
if
good
what,
for reading.
No, it's not.
you understand? You ask me if you ever ask me if me what, if me what. They
Alright, go
believe Lara.
on. Alright, go on, go on.
How long is Badger on it?
Him gone long.
For 4.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes.
All right, you have
want me go now?
30
4.5
seconds.
minutes.
You want to go?
5 minutes.
You want another 30? You want to go?
believe Lara, you're not cuss because me believe
No,
Lara.
Who's cussing you?
Who is cussing? I'm just
No,
saying that
you
this.
told her take me on. It's because me
Then
believe
you
Lara.
come and take on Orville, brother.
Yes, I'm
So you say we are take you on and we are respond.
Orville them don't believe Lara. And me say me believe Lara.
When did Orville say he does? When
You
Orville,
say you don't believe Lara. Oh, Lara said that.
It's a separate question.
let me say what I said again. You stop talking. I said Carl Hooper as a youth was very prolific, and I can. No. But me never. I can. No, but you say me say me not believe Lara.
You hear that? No, go on talk to you.
Good.
God.
Him
Yeah,
got
because him just say yes, say something we never said.
exactly. I never said. You know what? Next.
No, what about? You know, say Badger them never say them as
They didn't.
So when Badger say Carlup and Brian Lara, no argument the day and night, you know.
No. At 21 when they started playing this,
no argument.
It is obvious who had talent there. But I'm saying even if Brian thinks saying,
yeah, they don't say so already. Say,
but I said,
can me ask you? Me say, what about when they were?
No man, as you Carlup was special.
You said that the same day. Me ask you the question.
But Badger said, so weak. You never knows any foul average. I don't know my averages I look up there.
But they know the better.
But I know Delroy Morgan was better than me as a schoolboy batsman. I mean, know in my average. Whenever you start average as schoolboys, I don't even know if I could go back and find.
They say you don't know whisper goals per game ratio in a money cup. I know money. It was a top money cup.
Yeah, I don't even know his average. How many goals per game? But Zidane, I played at the cup in the 80s.
Yeah.
How would I know Delroy Morgan schoolboy? Where would I get that information? Badger tries to. But Badger is without shame. He doesn't have the capacity to be embarrassed with rubbish. He might just talk and you have some people say kill. It's very ordinary. Was a very ordinary car.
When he saw them as test player.
He doesn't know talented as a youth either. But I'm saying there is enough evidence in terms of the scores that Hooper was making. And I don't know what is
thing.
That he had a thing as a junior player. No 2 years ago. More talented. That doesn't have the ability to come on a radio program and make points on his own. He won't get the cheering crowd to give him likes when he do that by himself. He jumps on Orville and create that vibe. If I can make you feel relevant for the body, but don't take me on without saying what I said. That is my problem. All right, here's G-Star.
G-Star?
Yeah, man. Afternoon, can you hear me?
Yes, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yeah.
All right, so let me just right out the gate, let me just address some things, and I want you guys to bear with me, yeah? No, I'm going to ask some basic questions, so they're going to be basic answers.
You got the nonsense meter this morning?
I don't know, did I?
No, may I ask you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, but it is what it is. I'll address that.
I wasn't here. I didn't hear your
thoughts. No, man, I'll address that personally to the Maverick. Next thing, no. All right. Zidane.
Yes.
Messi hasn't played in our local Premier League, has he?
No, he hasn't played in the Premier League.
All right. So Mount Salem asked this question and Mama Bay asked this question. How can you be the best player in the league? How can you know he's the best player in the league before if he hasn't even played in the league, right? Now, if we said Messi's coming to our local Premier League, can you say that Messi's the best player in the league, Zidane?
No, wrong English. Yes. English isn't a problem.
No, he would be the best player in the league.
Yes, I can have that opinion.
That's a different term.
Yeah, man, I can form that opinion.
I'm pretty sure that's what I said.
If Messi in his prime is agreed to play for Annika, I think he will become easily the best player.
And that's just obvious, right?
Yeah.
Because why? Mount Salem? Because he would have played against higher competition than what was in our local.
The question is, G-Star, did you say, come in over here, did you say he would be or he is? English language is the thing.
Honestly, I don't remember, but to me, they're one of the same. No, man. You see, hold on, gentlemen, you're being technical with the English language.
That's why the man might be
you can't say he is the best player in the league if he's not playing at the league, my boss.
No,
English language
hold on, no, man.
He would be the best player in the league. It's different from me.
And that would be an opinion, isn't it?
No, man, but it's an opinion that can be reasonable.
Yes, a reasonable.
But you can't say they are the same thing, big man.
No, man, if I say Michael John's was the best player in the league before he even got there.
No, you can't say that.
Well, I did.
That you were wrong.
You know why, though? But you know why? No, but do you know why, Mr. Higgins? Because he played against the very best players in the NBA. It doesn't matter
what he played against Alien.
And he absolutely dominated.
It doesn't matter if he played against Alien.
All right. Next thing now, Mr. Higgins. He left?
No, man, but there. I wonder which other...
all right. No, man, and it's all going to lead to the same thing. No, I mentioned some things about exhibition games. I was talking about Michael Jordan playing a certain exhibition. No, they're very high-level exhibition games, but they're still exhibition games regardless, right?
Yeah.
So, but I want to go to Steph Curry. Steph Curry made 105 straight threes in his local gym, right?
Yeah.
Now, if we're to say, who's the greatest shooter in the world? There's several things you would point to from the NBA, But do you know a big feather in Steph Curry's cap?
What?
He made 105 straight threes. Do you know what the chances of him doing that? The odds? It's like 13 trillion to 1.
And you're saying that what he does in his gym would determine that he's the best shooter in the
No,
NBA?
not just that alone. Clearly not. No, what I'm saying is that is such a significant accomplishment.
They wouldn't take that into consideration.
No, of course he do. As a shooter, if we're just talking about him being a shooter.
By the way, how do we know he did?
Because it's on YouTube.
Oh, them show you.
Yeah.
And it's not edited.
No. He made 100 and let me say this again. The odds of somebody doing it is about 13 trillion to 1.
If somebody asks who is the best shooter in the history of the NBA, you wouldn't mention that.
No, that can't be used.
No, you have to. This is gentlemen. Hold on, time out. Let me just say this. You guys can retort. This is why I am above you guys.
No, but here's what I want you to understand.
All right.
Here's what I want you to understand. As an English, would be, and is are not the same.
No, I understand that.
So before you start, tell me say we at your
level. No, man, I understand that.
You have to understand how basic English works. You can't say the man is the best player in the league before he started playing.
So I said he was, which is the same thing.
He was the best player in the league.
Yeah, he was the best player in the league before he even got there.
No, that's
asinine
G-Star. I am saying to you, this is not basketball. That is massacring what English language matters.
No, man, no. I take that into consideration.
No, man, you have to say.
But what I am saying is.
No, here's what you have to say before.
No, but we're just be technical with the English language because you know what I mean.
I listen. You first have to accept that stating my argument that way was wrong. That is just wrong, about.
Technically, English-wise, yes.
All right.
Yes.
At least make it.
Yeah,
anything else for you want?
But I said that from jump. But my point is, Mr. Higgins, when we're talking about the English language, right? It's about the meaning, It's about what you really mean, Wouldn't you agree?
No.
No,
You don't agree?
my boss. There's rules to what we
It's
say.
intention and meaning in English language, Mr. Higgins. That's probably even more important than what you
If
say.
I say Michael Jordan is the greatest player in NBA history, it would have meant Michael Jordan played in the NBA.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
Can he be the greatest player in NBA history without playing in NBA?
NBA?
Come on, Mr. Higgins.
But
Clearly.
if you say he can be the best player in the NBA before he got there, then you can say he's the greatest NBA player without him playing NBA.
No, man, but that'd be pushing it.
Well,
that'd be pushing it.
now you understand it.
Yeah, but I understand it from day one. That's why I said the more correct thing, English-wise, would have been to say he would be the best player
All right. So
before
now,
he got there.
So now that you get that little correction, we'll give you another 2 minutes. We don't have to argue.
All right.
No, man, we have to take the break.
Okay.
So you've learned a little bit. Thank God for Jesus, and we'll allow the very bright G-Star, the only man we can reason higher than, when we come back out.
Sheena Power Talk, make you start to walk.
Get your aunties, get your uncles, get your brothers and your sisters, gather the girls, gather the boys. Sheena Lynn Hansen is on your radio with Power Talk, motivation, inspiration, and empowerment. Tune in every Tuesday at 11:15 a.m. It's a Power Talk and a Power Connection. Power up your spirit, man, with Power Talk. This is your Damascus Road encounter. Come and experience a mighty move of God right here on Power Talk.
Sheena Power Talk.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSE Online Trading.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. Yeah, G-Star.
So I want to finish off our conversation we had yesterday about technique and form and results, right?
Yeah.
No, this is the great legendary Bill Raftery. He's talking about Michael Jordan in 1984, and I just want you to listen to the part about form, right? It's about 15 seconds long or 10 seconds long. You ready?
Go on.
All right.
He can take it to the hoop and create shots. And he's got the outside jumper. He can rebound.
You can hear it properly or no?
Not clear. What's
all right. Basically, what he said was, he's lauding, he's giving the scouting report for Michael Jordan. Like, he's a great rebounder, blah blah blah, and he says, his shot is suspect, but he has great form.
His shot is
suspect, but he has great form.
When he says his shot is suspect, what does he?
Can you take a guess? Zidane?
He doesn't make enough outside.
Yeah, his shot is suspect. He's not automatic, but he has great form.
His shot is suspect. I going to have to break that down.
Yeah, because I think what the person was suggesting is that the technique looks okay, what they generally.
His technique looks good.
Yeah, but he's not making enough outside shot.
Exactly.
If you're not making the shot, if your success ratio is poor, it means your technique.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. This is just listen.
You cannot have poor success.
What if your technique is similar to real?
No. You cannot have
all
poor.
Right, Mr. Higgins, I don't want to
your
labor too much
success
on that.
ratio can't be poor.
Here's my question
with a
to you.
great
Mr. Higgins, here's my question to you.
Hold on, no? And the opposite is also true. Your success ratio can't be great with a poor technique.
We can disagree with that.
If his results are great,
I'm going to start Reggie Miller, Mr. Higgins.
No, man.
But hold on. Here's my question to you. Hold on.
Yes.
What are the consequences when a runner gets tight in terms of mechanics?
He's unlikely to give his best performance.
No, man. I said mechanics. Mechanics is technique.
And I'm saying if his technique, if his mechanics are wrong, then
if he gets tight, remember that's what Kishan said. He got tight.
And I'm saying you are not going to do as well as you normally do.
No, but Mr. Higgins, that is like a very overall question. Here's what I'm looking for. Does his stride length decrease? What about breathing? Is breathing important in running? Because when you get tight, what if your breathing is off? Because it's like lifting weights, you know. If you are trying to lift weights and your breathing is off, you're not going to be able to lift as much as you can.
So you're all I'm saying is what I use to determine form is result.
And that is where you're flawed, is what I'm trying to explain to you.
You cannot have great form and poor results. And you cannot have great results and poor form.
But
979 is what the second fastest time running at the world is. I wouldn't call it loss of form.
But didn't he say he lost his form? Okay, let's use Kishin. When Kishin
he said he tight.
Yeah, all right. So when Kishin says, I should have been patient with my speed and trust myself.
Yeah.
What do you think he meant by that? Because we're reasoning now, you know. What do you think he meant by that?
I think he meant that rather than reaching for the tape, he should have relaxed and allowed the tape to come.
So it's saying the same thing that no,
I don't call that loss of form though. It's just a difference in expressing it. I can see you doing something that I think technically you could have done a little bit better.
What do you want to call it?
Not finishing as well as you could.
Okay. All right, G-Star. So we call it two different things, but you mean the same. So
I can watch a tennis. I can see Roger Federer.
Oh boy.
I can see Roger Federer doing something.
Yeah.
And say, you know, say Roger Federer can improve his
like
technique.
an overhead smash.
But I wouldn't say he has lost form. Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily.
But that's what happens when you get nervous doing on Mr. Higgins, or you feel
it's
pressure.
put it this way. Sometimes you lose form when you lose your technique, but I don't think it's all the time.
No, maybe not. Hold on, say that again.
There are times when your technique goes and your form goes, but not all the time.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
But we could take up this at another time.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
We have some others.
Yeah.
All right. Little lad.
Hello.
Little lad.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, little.
Yeah, man, afternoon.
Yes, how you doing?
Yeah, man. Diego car was embarrassing.
Yes, little lad, man.
Was totally embarrassing.
It was, man.
Agreed.
I called up the road this morning, right? And I was trying to tell the host, they're having a clean slate doesn't affect them daily.
You were excellent, little.
Because guess what happened?
Yeah.
You run a program, right?
Yeah.
And you have some callers that did something that you say, boy, before them can call, but they have to apologize and thing, right?
No, not before them can call back. Before I am prepared to interact.
No, man, I'm giving.
Oh, you're giving me a hypothetical.
Yeah, man. You have a program and some caller did something and you say before them can call about the program, they have to call and apologize before them can whatever. You understand?
Yes.
You have a next caller and say, boy, I have some situation in my life, where I'm going to take a break from the program because certain things that affect my life and you have the time, so I'm going to take a break. The program, he get two different hosts. And the host come on the program and say, all right, clean slate. Who want call and ray. You feel like the clean slate to affect the person where say them to take a break?
No.
The clean slate would affect the person who you did tell to apologize.
Yeah, the clean slate would only be for the person who did something wrong.
Yeah,
so you come now and say clean slate, everybody can come back. But that wouldn't be for the one who decided to take a break on this.
Yeah, him decided to take a break.
Yes.
So the clean slate wouldn't affect the other person who take a break.
No,
because them could have come back at any time as them take a break.
No, but no, the clean slate can't be what the coach saying.
No,
for me to
give the example. They must say the clean slate.
No, but
if Leon to come back, but the clean slate can't affect Leon.
For me to wipe the slate clean, it means me that I have problems with you.
Exactly.
You cannot wipe the slate clean when you didn't have whenever you dirty up the slate.
Me take a break from the program. Me take a break.
I want you to listen to the point now. If I, Orville Higgins, say I am going to have a clean slate, it means that I am going to decide to forgive and forget the people who me and them have things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The coach don't have no clean slate because he had no issues.
Here you go. That's the point. Little lad is trying to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The person who should have a clean slate can't be the person who never had no issue with
at
you.
all. Yes, that's the point.
So for the coach to say, I am coming with a clean slate, the coach is you will never have no issue.
But the problem,
So you must come with a clean slate.
The problem is them call Leon say them give the coach Al Grimson. Him no matter about it. He may pay the score 6 million every. I see him thinking I'm play Al Grimson.
That's the point I was making today.
High profile coach.
It's the same high profile European white coach who get millions of dollars.
The coach have a meeting and the coach pick Leon and Leon come out and say one thing. Craig Butler come out and say one thing. And they must say the federation for the same thing again. Does that make sense?
No.
Big man. You cannot wipe slate clean if you would never have no problem with it.
If you have a person who commit a crime and you got bail the person and the person forgot court and the person tell the attorney say, yeah man, I'm gonna show up at court. And when you go up, when the court case calls, the person will show up.
Skip bail.
Then commit a next crime again and you go bail. You have to take a word.
No, you can't take a word.
And I get all right, then get a different lawyer.
You'd be a mad little lad. That's what I was saying to Nigga. You'd be a madman. You'd be a stupid person. He has a record of skipping bail. So I won't take him word for it anymore. No man, I'm going to turn up for court, man. No.
Change 300 lawyer. We ain't get a high profile line until I get things counsel this time. You can't take him word.
If I were the judge, my boss, and you skip bail already with one lawyer, and when the second lawyer comes and says, I've talked to him, Your Honor, he won't skip bail again. It's slate clean.
He could have get things counsel.
As the judge, I'm going to say, Mr. Second Lawyer, this man has absconded bail before. So whether you can't tell me that his slate is clean when I have his record in front of me, so I am going to deny bail. All right, and I'm going to put mechanisms in place to ensure that this man don't abscond bail from me. You as the new lawyer, of course, the slate's clean to you. It's not clean to the court.
At first, if it wasn't some text message, we wouldn't know who to believe, you know.
Well, I still don't know who to believe.
Exactly, we don't know who to believe. The court said one thing, said in talk to Leon, and him.
Why would the coach name Leon Bailey in the squad if he was told explicitly by Craig Butler that I'm going to talk to Leon Bailey and hear what he has to say? The coach is not an idiot, my boss. If you said that to the coach, listen, coach, I will talk to Leon Bailey and hear what he has to say, and then I'll let you know if it's available. Why would the coach name Leon Bailey in the squad? We are not using that little lad, man.
Big man, all me I say, we want Leon that is.
We can't go back and get the same word again. We get different thing, you know.
Leon, we are questioning your commitment. Here's one thing where we want you to do. For sure. We don't want to hear from the coach. Yeah. I know the coach may want to tell we, say you're coming.
Yeah.
And you may want
we don't want to roar them out.
And you may want to tell me. And one way so that you can say you never said. Just put it in writing.
That's simple thing, you know.
Logic. It's the same thing.
Or you don't want to put it in writing.
Press conference.
You know what the JFF must say? Okay, so you don't want to make it in writing. Call a press conference that there are cameras.
Right.
Or video it. Video a thing and say, all right, JFF, this is Leon Bailey. And I know that over the past time we've had issues, but I'm fully committed to it. Do say something so that the powers that be can know your own.
So at least when we put it in the squad, when we put in the squad, we know now.
And if you're not come, then nobody can blame us for picking you. Because the JFF is commander a lot of flat.
From the same man down the road. From the same man down the road said it was embarrassing. Why they pick Leon Bailey and make him diss them like that?
Exactly. But we know it's flip flop. So this way now, the JFF can cover themselves to say, people, this is why we picked him.
Yes.
Because he has expressed his commitment.
Exactly.
Basic argument.
Easy. All right.
Big up yourself, little.
Yeah.
All right. We take a break. Come in.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
Omega Radio, in association with the Church of St. Margaret, presents New Every Morning, 10 minutes of inspiration to help you through the day, Mondays through Saturdays at 5:50 a.m. The program comes to you courtesy of KFC. It's finger licking good. The Church of St. Margaret. Visit us on Sundays at 6:30 a.m., Saturdays at 8:15, and Wednesdays at 6:30 a.m. And Quality Equipment Distributors. For all your musical equipment and supplies, contact Quality Equipment and Distributors, located at 4 Courtney Walsh Drive, Kingston 10.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, people, I was kind of telling you, that what I saw of this pitch, if we make one, if we let them wet, them can lick over two. Now, I'm not seeing the cricket, but I'm following it online. We bowl out South Africa for 160, and we are currently 35 for 2. Craig make 3, and the other opener, Kyle Louis make ducks. Casey Carter, he has slotted into that number 3 position, and he did fairly well in the first test. He gone 26 from 27 ball, a runner ball for the number 3. 4 fours and a 6. You understand? So the man lick all a 6 do, and none of the spin of them a bowl. So him lick a 6 off one of the base. I wish I could be seeing it. So West Indies are 35 for 2. Replying to South Africa's 160. All right, so the second selection brought to you by Edge Campaigns for People Who Dream Color. And it's called Be Strong from Omar.
Yeah, yeah. Mama, yeah. Say every day we rise, we say we have to face the pressure, but we have to focus so we overcome the stress. Yeah. Say I gotta be firm and strong in a Babylon. Got to be wise in this time. Gotta be firm and strong in a Gideon. My people, be wise and be strong. Yeah. Every day we get up, it's another murder and another setup. Boy, me not know about you, but me fed up. Tired of the system, it way to mess up. Leaders, if you lead and stop, play catch up. No great potential living at the ghettos. Farmers all about, say no sign now wet up. Less importation, exporting, we step up. Gotta be firm and strong in a Babylon. Got to be wise in this time. Gotta be firm and strong in a Gideon. My people, be wise and be strong. So serve your purpose well. Seek and you will find. And don't be blind, not even to yourself. Yeah. Your talent is your wealth. And Father God will help. And don't be lazy, rise and help yourself. And you gotta be firm and strong in a Babylon. Got to be wise and be strong. Gotta be firm and strong in a Gideon. My the youth, stay in school and don't be a fool. Education is your tool. Abide by the rules and don't be a footstool, yeah. Abide by the rules and don't be a footstool, yeah. Yeah. Cause you gotta be firm and strong. In a Babylon, yeah. And not to be wise and be slow. Gotta be firm and strong, yeah, 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 yeah. In a Gideon, yeah. Gotta be firm and strong.
Yeah, man. So that's a Mari with one called Be Strong. And I brought to you by Edge Campaign Color. Now, I'd warn you, as somebody who understands cricket to a level, telling us that based on what we say of that pitch, that we are going to struggle to win. We are now 35 for 3. Yeah, 35 for 3 we got. They make 160. The Casey Carter is still not up 26. And Kevin Hodge. The other batsmen. So the two openers gone, Craig and Mikhail Louis, 3 and 0 respectively. Alec Athens will get the 90 in the last test. Him out as 30 after 3. Don't be surprised. Now, like I said, I'm not actually seeing the following. So make me see it. But I'm not surprised that we can't see that. All right, JC.
Yes, sir. Great Zidane, great Orville.
Yeah, good afternoon, JC.
Yes, man. I really wanted to talk about the Olympics and some sports that I'd want to question why they're in the Olympics, and also the nastiness with the opening ceremony. But I want to leave that probably for another call. What I want to address today, I think both of you gentlemen are being extremely unfair to Leon Bailey. Now, I know everybody when I hung up is going to, bash me and say X, Y, Z. I thought Diego's call was actually very good. And my personal feeling, you are making it look as if Leon Bailey is some kind of mentally unbalanced person. And he's just bashing and being rude to the JFF. Now, the JFF has no moral authority to draw any standard or ask anything of Leon Bailey. Leave it to the coach. Let the coach ask if Bailey must come back. And, I'll shut up in a second. And I just don't think that any of Leon Bailey's outbursts is because he doesn't want to play for Jamaica, nor is he arrogant. It's because of the poor performance of the JFF. He's not the only one.
No.
Many people have said so. All right, let me shut up. Go ahead.
Yeah, the outburst was because he was hurt because of the suspension that he got because he breached curfew.
Right.
So,
yes. Now,
yeah, that's why he had the outburst.
So you think that's the only reason? You don't think JFF, the JFF lack of performance, you don't think that Marvin had anything to do with it?
Because he would have, he knows about JFF issues, financially and otherwise, and he decided to play, and he has been playing for a while under these circumstances. So as an intelligent man, JC, doesn't it feel strange that Leon Bailey came out lashing out against JFF after he was suspended for breaching curfew?
No, but it's not just after the curfew.
Yeah, man.
This may have been the most publicized one, or the one that has been held on to the most. But over the last, from Leon Bailey is there's been a running debate against Craig Butler versus JFF, and him and JFF. But I just believe JFF, you are defending a group which is a miserable failure. And trying to equate it that JFF is right by asking for this letter and putting it in writing. Who is JFF to be doing that?
But no, because of what happened before. Was it JFF embarrassed by Leon Bailey and Craig Butler when he was named in the
should be.
And you believe that JFF must make it happen to them again?
No, I believe that nobody must defend JFF.
No, nobody's defending JFF.
But that's exactly what
No, we are not defending JFF. We are saying Leon Bailey embarrassed the JFF. Leon Bailey and Craig Butler spoke with the JFF, and then they came out of meetings, and JFF is saying one thing, Craig Butler is saying another thing, and we want the truth. But you to get the truth, you have to have paper trail, writing. So we want Leon Bailey to it. So we want to cuss the JFF as well, you know. But me want Leon Bailey to put everything in writing so we can cuss the JFF. So I can know what
he doesn't need to do anything, JFF.
But then what are you going to believe?
Because JFF has.
So do you agree with Leon Bailey when he said, "Me don't need JFF, I'm keep me don't go take a break, I'm keep
the man say me don't need Jamaica."
He's ranting. He's ranting.
So what you want us to do now? What you want us to do now? To defend
what
that?
I want JFF to do.
No, not JFF. We are taking.
Us as meaning the public.
No, me and Harvey. They want us to defend Leon Bailey when he says those things.
No, I want you to be fair to him, not defend him.
Fair to him by doing what?
By saying the JFF is a mess up organization. They have been blundering from day one. They have caused a lot of the players, not just Leon Bailey, to say some very derogatory things.
No, we're not talking about what Leon Bailey said, because the JFF didn't have a problem with that either. That's why he was named in the Copa squad. We are talking about actions now. Actions of Leon Bailey posting on social media that fake news. They're not playing in the Copa, and Craig Butler saying, this is what was said, JFF is saying, this is what was said. So we are trying to avoid that misunderstanding.
Right. Yeah, well,
is it that professional to avoid misunderstanding so you can understand fully what exactly is going on? You know what that, JC?
Definitely. But what I would want the JFF to do is back out and let the coach there.
They would have done that before, JC. And it failed miserably. They backed out and allowed Halgrims to talk to Craig Butler and Leon.
No, I never. No, you don't use that. You can't compare these two coaches in terms of.
It's not the coach of the problem. It's Leon Bailey and Craig Butler.
No, it is a problem.
No,
Leon
Bailey had no issues with the coach.
That
JC
would not.
JC. Leon Bailey had no issues with the coach.
No.
It's the JFF him have the issues with and them him about out. JFF remains there. So the only way the coach is irrelevant in this regard because it's the same Craig Butler and the same Leon Bailey.
Yeah.
JC, I've always thought that you were a very blanco caller. There is nothing that you're saying today that's changing my mind. Put it away.
You're still great to me.
No, man, but you don't understand. Leon Bailey and JFF have problems, Baba. No new coach can just come in and just decide say more Leon Bailey. Without Leon Bailey, have to sure say the problems them have with the JFF no longer exist.
No,
or no longer exist to the point where
fine, but he can say that to the coach. Man. The coach can take Leon Bailey's word.
How we are going to know why I'm saying to the coach?
Well, it don't matter because the coach is a coach.
No,
it's
man.
the coach that must take those decisions, not JFF.
But it's not the coach you have a problem with. Not JFF you have a problem with.
Yes, exactly.
So the dialogue about him getting back must be with the JFF.
Exactly.
I know the coach him have a problem with him. He had a problem with the federation for all kind of different things. Curfew, now have him own room, flight now book right, security where we now secure him, and him now but play and all of these things. Mm-hmm. A new coach comes in.
Coach can't fix any of that.
The coach is not the person because the JFF might still do the same things where him have a problem with him.
Yeah.
The JFF might still have a problem with booking you late, with putting you in your own room, with enforcing curfew, with not secure you. So we want you to tell we, not the coach. We have a problem. The coach wants you as a baller. We don't have a problem with you as a baller, my boss. You can't play football. The coach is picking football talents, you know.
Yeah.
The JFF wants to know, do you still have issues and are you still committed to play with me?
The JFF is not worthy of that answer. That's what I'm saying.
No man, well that's another Bramble statement from a
Very, very Bramble today.
no matter how your bosses are the people that will pick you for play Bramble Mobile. You have an obligation as a player to work with at least for state whether you're committed to the man.
Yeah, well, here the
At the very least.
try and be fair to the Bailey. Break is coming, so I'll call back.
Yeah, man.
We are another matter. Roger now.
We have been very fair today. We take a break. We'll come back.
Paul, I need help with my vehicle cost this year. It's going through the roof. You think I should call Keith?
You're mad. Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price boat here too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage. Yeah, man. So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say, yeah, man, to Hawk Tracker from Hawkeye. Call us at 926 Hawk. Conditions apply.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers pride themselves in being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services, including motor, property, liability, accident, life, and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5, or shop number 3, James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards.
It's the SDC National Community Cricket Semi-Finals this Sunday, August 18, 2024 at Ultimate Oval, Discovery Bay, St. John. First game, 10 a.m., Fairfield United from Manchester versus Whiteout from Westmoreland. And the second game, Junction, Ballots Valley from St. Elizabeth versus Links United from St. John. Admission free.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Weston is now 40 after 4. I sometimes think it's good. It's not a good point your car. It's an understanding of how sports work. 47 for 4. We may not even make that 160. All right, who is 3Q? Hello? Yep. Hello?
What the name be? What the name be?
3Q. A 3Q, me see. Oh, a street youth.
A street youth.
Me repeat it to the man over, you know.
Street.
Yeah, when he said GQ, you know, I said street youth, street youth. My ramping me thing, you know.
Sorry, Robert. By the way, 47 for 5 now. Though I understand cricket too much for them.
I feel like the nature of the game, man. So the man them struggle, you have more than like them.
No. I could look at how the people them dismiss. I can't tell us, you know, Western is open.
The ball move.
Yeah, man, but the thing did that shift on the pitch. Wicked, man.
Yeah, man, the ball is a move too.
47 for 5. Anyway, what say you? Yeah.
I never talk to you for the new coach coming up.
Yeah, what you ask about it?
So we still have problem. We still have problem with the coach JFF.
Which coach?
Steve McCray.
If we still have problems with him?
With the coach, yeah, because the man just coming up to me and say we have problem with the coach now. Or JFF we have problem.
Do we have a problem with this particular coach or with coach or with
yeah, because we hear people start making nice already and the man no run one training session anything.
Yeah.
So me I say, if we have a problem with the coach or a JFF, we have a problem.
Why apparently almost JFF the problem?
Orville. Let's see anything where you're in
yeah.
If you're not gone and no respect, it's in a shamble. I could have in your yard and you don't respect you. A big problem there.
Yeah.
You see anything where you're in first of all, the player must have respect to the man where they are head. What do you think Angelotti and Pep them and Zidane them do so good as a coach?
Well, maybe they can coach and them do enough to get the player.
Yes, they're not holding for coach. I will feel Orville a good coach, but they cannot demand the respect for the player.
Sometimes it's also about motivation.
Missy Hazard them make coach get fire for Chelsea. Like deliberately do that, because they're not rate you. So me I say when a man like Zidane now want to change man can talk. You can't talk to Ancelotti them been there and done that, so they can talk to you. If you not have, if a man if you not have no respect to the people where they're ahead of you, you're gonna deal with them anyhow.
Yeah.
No wrong, I'm right.
Yeah, man, respect is key. But
Yeah,
you're saying all that to say what?
No, because me I say, only if people apply for the job, and them I say who to get and who to get and who to get. Me think this a man can draw no respect from the player.
No, me think so too. So I'm not sure where you're going with that.
No, because me I listen to the program in the Orville and listen to people, so that that is found.
Yeah, but who is doubting that this coach could get respect? You're making a point and emphasizing a point that nobody's contesting.
Yeah, because now I watch one different program and I hear some people like when them say them by mother here you would say that I'm feeling having a bright sports mind on top stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm not really have a call their name, but I watch it and probably them I listen to it. So me I say I just want to hear it from me alone think the way how me think. So me I say you say. That's why you hear me come down the line and come down because man start feel the man already before he run a training session.
Nobody's feeling the coach, man. I'm not hearing.
No,
So,
but that's what I tell us that someone is sick. I listen to oneself.
Well, I haven't heard anybody having any problem.
But the man them call people from the Caribbean and I talk to them for the TV program.
Which program?
Sportsman.
And they were saying negative things about McLaren.
Yeah, the man them are saying make England not qualify.
Oh, they were talking about his past.
Yeah.
Oh, then me hear there's not different argument.
Nothing wrong with that if they point out that.
Yeah.
I've heard other people expressing their doubts about this company.
I will have two different things that the man not fear Jamaica yet. The man not do nothing to me. So what you say?
No, but you can understand somebody pointing out that when the last time he coached at the international level, the result wasn't great. He didn't qualify for the European Championship. That team he should have.
Yeah.
You know, somebody can bring that. It's fair.
So that makes it but they must say that this time man no good coach, The man never had a choice,
No, no man. Well, that's a different argument.
Then I that them and I like me I said something.
All right, but if somebody has that opinion, then bringing up what is feel as we think that's it. What you expect from them.
Yeah. You can be critical of his record.
Yeah, man. Because but one of the things that I believe the JFF, the reason why they went for it is because he's gonna be good with the players, familiar with a lot of the players.
Yeah.
From him.
That me just say a while ago.
So that's one asset that he will have. You know?
So Orville,
yeah.
What you say now? You have to got it. You're not going to make it.
Oh, yes. Me now have an announcement to make in the day. Yeah. Should I make it now or are we waiting for it?
Closer to 4.
Closer to 4. But
is that this week? Is
no, your thing is
not this week. It's
your
25th.
but theme thing at the same day at the
final.
The SDC final.
Yeah, remember my final like 25th. Yeah.
And is this the same? Is that a Sunday?
Yeah.
At the same Sunday at the SDC final. I'm contracted for do some work around that.
And it's far.
And it's far. I know like we could have do SDC and then come and said.
I don't like Upper Manchester.
No, SDC usually play around a Discovery Day.
Like me get lucky still in Orville because you see the same day.
Yeah.
At the SBC, at the you call it TB, and some jerk chicken final, all Ireland final.
Yeah.
That keep a Black River. So we have a couple artists when they on the show like Ding Dong and Josh and Chris Martin. You know Chris Love Ball already.
Yeah man, Chris. They tell us that Chris is my domino party.
Yeah.
So when is your thing again? The 25th.
Yeah.
Down at Santa.
Yeah.
What time people can turn?
I open the gate 3:30.
What give me a quick thing about the place again. Where the place? Name, man. I'm lucky.
All right, hold on. SDC finals will be at Shedwin Park Center.
Oh, at Shedwin Park. No, Shedwin Park is not
Shedwin
in
Park
St.
is
Anne.
St. Catherine.
St. Catherine, that, you know.
So Shedwin Park is there. The
Yeah,
25th.
St. Catherine, Shedwin Park. St. Catherine.
You know, right, that's the Orville.
No, but hold on.
That's all.
Lord have mercy, hold on, man. They are usually 2 games. One start at 10 and done like 1:30, and the other one start 2 and done like 5.
Yeah.
And even if me don't want to come here, leaving 5 o'clock after working will be I gonna be a straight.
I got tired.
Me I got tired. And your final will start what time?
The major final,
Yeah.
10 o'clock.
As a late?
Yeah, I'm going to jump on stage before it starts.
No, well, me never know it's as a late.
What time is the final?
10 at night, match.
Final at 10 o'clock.
10 p.m. in the night.
10 in the night. Maybe, let me see how me feel that day. But
A night match in Orville.
me I go to the SDC final. For sure.
You know, that the money that big, so you know you have to secure that first.
All right, but we closer to your time with that.
Place the right in a Santa Cruz town. It's behind the KFC.
And what the name of the final again?
What the name of the competition? Santa Cruz Football Under the Lights.
Send me the flyer.
Football Under the Lights. All right, cool.
Yeah. Santa Cruz Football Under the Lights.
Yeah, man.
So, we have an under 50. We have an under 15 final too, the same night. And then I play semi-final Sunday too. And then we have a call it Celebrity Match Masters, and the third place, and then the final.
Then I'm cracking at it.
Yeah, and then after that, I want job for one bike, and then artist perform. And what else? I don't know what else after that.
Leave it, that's my boss. Closer to the time, we get in a word.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So that's great. Who's next? Chico?
Yes, good day, gentlemen.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thanks. And good day to your audience.
Yeah.
Earlier, an astute caller, he left us by saying Roger and out. You know, remind me of like he was in the cadet force or something. JC.
Yeah.
And JC always have good cadet force, you know. Like him was a part of it. Yes, his line of argument, you know, was his perspective was quite enlightening, you know. And I would only add that the JFF must simply be guarded so as not to unnecessarily, unduly, adversely prejudice any relationship with new coach and players. You know, that's all I would say to them. And they need a little.
Why would you say such a thing?
Because, okay, it's like if you and a man have a relationship and it's not well, like for instance, even man or woman, you don't speak badly of prior relationship, like jobs, like profession.
And when has the JFF?
When you leave one job for the next?
Yeah. And when has the JFF done that?
No. Which is why I'm saying they just need to be guarded.
And I'm asking, why would you say such a thing?
Because people are speculating that JFF might be too high-handed or influential or too, you know.
What exactly is the JFF asking for?
No. All right, Dylan, as to exactly what has transpired, we're not going to deal with that.
No, I didn't ask you about that. I'm asking about in this moment, what are the JFF asking for?
With respect to Leon Bailey?
Yeah.
I don't say nothing on it. I don't say none of the correspondence. I can't speak on it.
All right. Let me tell you what the JFF.
Mere people say that, you know, Leon himself is not sure what they're asking
Let me tell you what the JFF was. So, you're talking about the coach. The people on the wrong side of the aisle talking about the coach. So, even if the coach goes to Leon Bailey, which the JFF say they have no problem. So, even if he goes to Leon Bailey, talk to Leon about playing for Jamaica, they want, even if Leon Bailey is convinced by the coach, and says yes, they want that yes to be on paper.
Right, yeah.
So they're not asking Leon Bailey for anything special. Same way if the court say convince man, agree, they want that agreement to be online. Nothing hard. Take the break section. Come on.
Okay.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by HChem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Former Borussia Dortmund forward Marco Reus has signed for Major League Soccer side LA Galaxy and says he wants to bring championships back to the club. The 35-year-old spent 12 years at Dortmund before leaving at the end of last season. Although LA Galaxy are the most successful team in MLS history, they have not won a title since the side, including Robbie Keane, did in 2014. And that's your sports in a minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by EdgeChem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. Danjel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosridge.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosridge, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosridge Financing.
It hurts if you don't check birds. We be excellent customer service. Our staff is knowledgeable and trustworthy. And we have a wide variety of supply society. And the price is right, yes, it's worth it. The solution to your auto parts needs to one-stop shop. And we deliver to, so if you can't come in, just ring with our WhatsApp. Or call and make your order. And remember, there's no other. So it hurts if you don't check birds. So there's no need to search. It hurts if you don't check birds.
Give a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and shop 203 Bayway Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yes, MJ.
Yes, I'll just wrap up quickly. Still on JC matters, I wonder how the Manning Cup team coming on, this year. But I must say congrats to Mr. Winston Robinson. His appointment being confirmed belatedly as principal of JC. He has been acting in the role, for some time now. Mm-hmm. And, Crime Stop, as I call him.
What you say about Mr. Robinson?
Eh?
What you? No, I lost.
His appointment has been confirmed as principal of JC.
Oh, that he wasn't confirmed before?
No, all this time he was acting.
He was acting.
Mm-hmm. So it's now, copacetic. So, and as I said, he was my opening partner in cricket at Taylor Hall. So, we both have mutual respect for each other.
Big up Mr. Rob. The
yes,
only man in 22 years who managed to coax me to go back to class. He must have.
Yeah, that's quality academic.
Quality academic. That man had some very special
at Taylor Hall bust him in the private tutoring thing,
Yeah.
Yes, man, at Taylor Hall, because he was a not size student and he would do a little thing, run a little roast.
Yeah.
Using the Taylor Hall facilities to teach. Students, most of them O-level students. I tell about him.
I want to tell you something. I don't think I've said this before. When Mr. Rob checked me and said, Virgin, remember I don't know Mr. Rob, I just read him here, but him say you need to come to quality, come deliver to the students.
Man, I'm a JC man too. You're a JC cricketer.
That's how I'm going to teach. Him say, you say you're an English teacher. Choose where you're going to teach. The point is more, Anyway, when the head of the department come and talk about lesson plan and devotion and Mr. Rob just tell the lady we run the thing. Say, listen, you said, Mr. Higgins, don't worry yourself about that.
Yeah, man.
He made it known. Don't treat this man like how you treat the regular teacher. It is not going to happen. I rate that, man.
Yeah, man. Nice to go opening bats and great goalkeeper. He was goalkeeper at the university.
Why not call him Crime Stop?
He was our chairman, and as our chairman, he was also authoritative. Him at school, when he was at school, he acted in that little drama thing as Marcus Garvey,
Oh.
When Ronnie Twitter act as George William Gordon and Alwyn Scott must act as Paul Bogler, so far Malika youth him in the acting, you know. Okay. Him like the drama thing. And Crime Stop, I suppose, is a little authoritative style thing in preventing him crimes and all of that.
Well, good, man. Leave it there.
All right. Almost like 60 seconds though. Just to address QC. Because QC thought that I was contesting what you were saying about Manning's enrollment.
Yeah.
No, I never contest it.
I did think of that the other too.
Well, I'll tell you something. And QC even say, boy, then you're going to say, check out Wikipedia. No, I am smart before intelligent phone come up, you know. And before from St. Catherine Mek, man, it established. It from 19 thing there, when it moved to St. John's Road. It has been the largest enrollment in the whole Caribbean. So we know that long before Google and Wikipedia invent took QC. And no, I wasn't contesting the 1800 figures. Matter of fact, you still never answered my question. I was talking about 1980 when you entered the school.
There are 1700 people that got the front end time.
In 1980?
In the 1980s when I was there,
because the figures were QC quote of 1700 is recent vintage.
Yeah, man. And
so the population are the same from 1980 till now.
Apart,
Right,
roughly the same.
Jigo is 1800 odd now, you know. But when I was going to school, when I entered Jigo was about 12, a dozen hundred.
Well, apparently the population remains.
Right. So Manning has been like around about 1700 from 1980, from the time of Sean Rodney.
You know them.
All right.
The great Victor Senellit is modest.
And I like to argue it. We just find it a little curious, you know.
All right.
That so many years ago it was all of 17. So it has been stagnant then.
I wouldn't say stagnant is the word. It has been consistent. Why don't you use that?
No, well, as I said, we're running out of space at Jago, you know. Space is our problem, you know. So we really have to try and squeeze in the children. You see how much you squeeze in? 1800. You see how much we do for poor people, Orville?
Brilliant.
You see what Jago doing for St. Catherine and bordering parishes?
Absolute one.
In that small little space at Ravensworth, nearly 2,000 we managed to squeeze in.
Absolute one.
They are Prime Minister and Minister of Education, but do a little more for Jago.
All right, sir.
Okay.
Weston is now 56. We'll get the call about 70 that I gave. Hello. Text. Oh, text yourself, Miss B. Okay.
Text message. It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
Gentlemen, afternoon. It's alarming the amount of Jamaicans who lack basic reason. Here's another one. All I think the JFF is saying is that Leon Bailey, the ball isn't working. Yeah. Here's another one. The only thing that the coach could be speaking when he says with him it's a clean sheet for Leon must be about the whereabouts violation that caused the action against the Bailey. Nothing more. Regarding the current Leon Bailey saga, this is the other people weren't leaving names, so this is below average. Regarding the current Leon Bailey saga, irrespective of how inept and sometimes seemingly senseless the JFF seek to be, they still are not silly enough to make the same mistake with the same player. Hence the request for him to write the letter so they can have it on record as proof and a reference point if they are below average if only sometimes. Finally, good afternoon, sports desk, Mr. Orville and Mrs. Zidane Matthews. Big show, just don't let the host down the road run up your blood pressure. I don't listen. And then the other one I want to listen. All right, so we'll move on. Nick.
Yeah, man, what I say?
How are those, Nick?
Yeah. So, Orville.
Yeah.
With the Leon Bailey saga, right?
Yeah.
You kind of look on it like this. It is hard to control a sports personality or a sportsman who kind of make it already, you know, and him having fame, him having money. You understand?
Yes.
It's kind of hard because, all right, the JFF waiting on a letter, right? Leon Bailey, they wait for them to beg him. None of that now go on. So there's a standard. You understand?
Yes.
Because Leon ego right up there now because Leon thinking bigger than Jamaica. Actually come out and out, right? So a man who think him bigger than Jamaica. Him not go right now letter and look small, basically. That's what I go on a female. Oh, me dig me to write them letter.
Yeah.
That's what him I look for. So that letter not forthcoming in, right?
I agree.
And him, me know Leon is a baller, and me know say him want to play ball, and he want to play for Jamaica, but him not right now letter. I tell you that, right? Because him can, it would have taken a little man like who just a boss like the little youth from State. You know, say for him when in a this
not State, CC from
Clarendon College.
From CC.
Clarendon College.
Yeah.
He would have write that letter there quick. You understand?
Yeah.
Because well, you're not going to find Liam Bailey. You think him bigger than the country. Right, that letter. So the standard there, just now start because Liam Bailey have all I want already. Right? Him now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I doubt that letter is coming, right?
Right? So I know if JFF will give in and beg him one at a time. I'm begging him and call him back and, you know, basically.
Well, I'm going to say that.
Well, it go left or it left because I just saw it step. You understand? Because this man in a female, him thinking bigger than Jamaica, him agent thinking bigger than Jamaica. So no letter forthcoming. So that's it. Alright? So make we say who give in first. That's just what I ask you, who give in. That's my part. There?
Big up, man. Big up.
Yeah.
Always stay there now, Miss B. Alright, so let me make the little announcement. I'm making, I don't know, I'm afraid of flying. Not Joe. Afraid of play like post. Afraid of everything. But this thing, you know, is something I couldn't say no. I've been invited to come party at foreigner over the US. But may I always think it not worth. I don't like flying. I every time if I take a plane, I turn Christian and I give my soul to the Lord. All of that. But there is something on the table that I cannot turn. So may I make a little try tomorrow. Come back sometime. I can't say for sure which day next week yet. But one day next week I'll be back on the show. And if things work out according to plan, this thing could be quite regular. Trek up Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. You're giving us a prediction.
Kamala Harris is
you're giving us a prediction there.
It's not rum me I go drink people. It's bright people something I go drink. But the people them don't want me to disclose it yet. And you know, me kind of afraid, so me can't even say weird. Because you know say me have detractors everywhere, especially in the US. So me not really can't say where exactly I'll be. But it's not rum me I go drink. Or Appleton and Pepsi. Me going for bright people. So now the facts of it that mean you're going to enjoy yourself, eh? Yeah, but the story is I'll be making a little trip. So and I'll be back at some point. So Zidane, you will they'll be happy.
They'll be happy,
yeah.
Sure.
They
like arguing with you, some of them.
They do?
Yes.
Even though them always coming out second best.
Like
well, clearly they have to like it because they always do it. Even when the people they argument them so clearly them get the question. So that is it, people. I definitely will have to make a little trek there. And we still have a bag of things doing at the because it's a cut, it's a early man cut. So I don't know if you will squeeze me the last 15 minutes to try to beat the traffic.
Well, you could, you could do that.
So I saw it go people. So that's enough. I will make a run now. Tomorrow is the flight to go over Uncle Sam. You have to early run.
So Tuesday, Wednesday, they might hear back from you.
One of them.
This
part of the thing work. Yeah, man. So to my fans, big up on yourself.
Until then.
And to me not so fans, I know that you are all relieved. Well, be telling us that I have to do so. I can't tell you
and if needs be, Monday, are you hearing any nonsense anywhere? We call you.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man.
Call you. All right, big up on yourself.
Yeah, man, cool.
I'll tell you no more as time goes on, what I think happen. But his bright people thing is that Appleton and Pepsi, me I got find. But big up.
All right. We take our final break on the sports. Next, we're coming back.
Create a classic stone look to top off your mahogany and espresso cupboard. The eye-catching appeal of granite, marble, dolomite, and the traditional quartz embodies your creativity from perfection. Sturdy, impervious to scratches and bacteria, with low maintenance and requires no sealing. Select from a wide variety of stones at 10 to 12 Cleardale Avenue, 2 roads below Amara Road. Garrett Trading and Installation. Call 876-634-9773 Design your style.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All righty then. Thank you very much. Welcome back for the final 15 minutes of the program. And we invite the listeners 876-968-81. I haven't heard from CC in a while. I wonder if he's okay. He has been calling consistently in recent times. I haven't heard from CC. Maybe CC will take one in the flight with after that takes. Or maybe he has gone on one of those sojourns. But maybe he's not allowed to make local calls. CC, give me a call, man, for the program. You can. Talk some sports. Yeah, man. 876-968-8117. Call through and let your voice be heard on the program on various times. So, remember, this weekend is the return of the English Premier League. Oh, yes, I forgot to remind the listeners that, in the Caribbean Championship, to qualify for the CONCACAF Champions League, Cavalier, Arnett Gardens, and Mount Pleasant are all in the same group. And Cavalier play Mount Pleasant next week at Sabina Park. So are the fixtures in a return of the JPL final. And I'm not seeing much promotion going on for the game, though. You saw the crowd for the final. I don't understand why no promotion is not going on. You saw how well Cavalier did last year. They won some prize money, which is good. As I keep maintaining, most important thing to help with the development of football in Jamaica is for the persons who are involved in development have more money. Key. So more money means that, for example, if Harborview should get $5 million pumped into Harborview football, it means that Harborview Football Club will be able to afford a high level person to coach the under 12 team, because most of the times that some little man are coaching the youth teams in Jamaica. Most of the time that's the case. Now, if the clubs have money, they will be able to scout and attract the very best talents in Jamaica and then afford to pay somebody with the requisite skill set. That's it one. Because a man now going to left him put good work to the coach, minors, first make a chum change. No, so it's very important. So hopefully the clubs can go far. All right, we go to back to the phone. We see D Forbes. D Forbes, good afternoon. Hello. All right. Not hearing any sound on the line there. All right. Yes, good afternoon, D Forbes.
Yes, good afternoon. I've been trying to call for the past 2 weeks.
Oh, you finally get through.
Finally get through, yes, man. I actually called to give some news to the listeners, actually. I know Orville has been always been making little statements about volleyball.
Yeah, by the way, you're a new caller?
Yes, new caller.
Yeah, wonderful. Thanks for calling. Where are you calling from?
Fine, Sean.
Yeah, man. Good. All right. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man.
So I know Orville has been making a lot of talks about volleyball. Usually when he makes example, he includes volleyball, the administration and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually wanted to call and give some news, I don't know if it has been said before, but a couple of weeks ago we had the Under-19 tournament at GC Foster. And the Under-19 females actually won the championships, crossover championships, and they're now qualified for another level of play. So I just wanted to put that out there so of people can see that volleyball is actually making a little progress in Jamaica.
Yes.
The male team actually they finished fourth, but that's still good enough. They're making progress just the same. So I just thought that I just made everybody know that volleyball is making a big comeback in Jamaica. Yes. All right, that's my.
That is it.
Yeah.
All right. Big up to the volleyball people. Hopefully they continue to grow. Yeah.
Yes, that's the plan. All right.
Is which one are the volleyballs, by the way?
Indoor volleyball.
Or indoor. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I prefer beach volleyball.
Yeah, most men prefer beach because of the viewing. Yeah, we all can admit that.
There you go. Volleyball is very entertaining, you know.
Very entertaining. Yeah. Very people that actually come and watch it. That's how people get attracted to it. Actually.
Yeah, man. Those long rallies, man, and when they hit the ball so hard, I'm very impressed with some of the way the teams are able to keep the ball in play when it's smashed by the opposing team.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of practice. It's a lot of effort.
Yeah, man.
And trust me, the feel you get when you actually eat the sport and actually do it.
Yes.
It's not like anybody. It's like scoring a goal in the World Cup, to be honest.
All right. Big up yourself, Mr. Forbes. We'll talk. Okay.
No problem.
All right. We go to Ven. We go to another. Ven.
Hi, Zidane.
Hi, Ven.
Hi.
How are you doing?
You know, much times I tried to call this program and I just lucky to get through today.
Very lucky.
I am very well, thank you. You see, I want to just make 1 point on the Leon Bailey saga, you know.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. It's when your parents don't grow you up good, you cannot be yourself, you know. And this young man, to me, in gets a poor bring up. And when you reach a state as an adult and you don't even know how to appreciate your own country, and you know, so you're made in Jamaica, your birth certificate, no matter which paper, which ID, which passport you have, one thing identify you. I was made in this country, made in Jamaica. But to me, him not grow up good. His attitude wrong, his behavior, his conduct, everything. I never tell you something.
Well, then you're breaking up badly then. The line. I'm understanding that the weather outside because we're difficult to know from. It's terrible, but you're breaking up. We have to lose. We have to lose, Ben. It's not good for radio. We're not. It's breaking up tremendously.
Okay, I'll try.
Oh, hold on. You're coming good there. Continue.
Yes, I'm telling you that.
Yeah, man. Stay right there. Yes.
In the whole sports and industry.
Yes.
It is good for people who are in sports. Be humble and appreciate your country where you're born and grow up. Don't come with a show off and you pushing yourself and carrying on like you don't count where you're born and grow up. And let me tell you something, man. No matter how much money you're making up, if you ever get injured, Zidane, the money just way away now. And we don't know our future always sometimes with sickness, you know. And who going to get this and that, you know. So it is good to be humble, you know. And you say, sometimes you let all your parents bring you up. Your attitude and your conduct and your behavior show later on. They have a strong feeling the Leon Bailey was poorly brought up. Have a good afternoon, Zidane.
All right, Ven.
Good.
Venting there. All right. We take another. Chef. Chef? Chef is distracted here.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Chef.
Yeah, Zidane.
Oh, you doing, man? Long time, Chef.
Truly, but I'm not here up and go through because I have too much people with that. So there's a big one. Big call is tomorrow.
All right, here's a big up.
Yeah, because I can't go to that.
All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah, too much people tomorrow.
Yeah, man. All right, we understand. Busy. All right, boy, the chef. He's a chef, you know. So a lot of people maybe just came in at one time at the shop. Same affair. You know, when hungry people come to serve, you can't delay them. It's not a normal thing. Okay. That's so it's understandable. So interesting. All right, we have about 6 minutes. So we got 3 calls in quick succession there. So if and 2 of them said they're struggling to get through, Ben and Forbes. So there maybe it's a chance now to get a squeeze in. Can squeeze in maybe 1 or 2 for the last 5 minutes.
876-968-8117. That's 876-968-8117. Call through and let your voice be heard. So we're waiting for. Oh, so tomorrow I'm giving predictions, people, on the Premier League this season because I know you are looking forward to that. But in the meantime, we take another call. Hello.
Oh, Zidane, how good?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, man. Listen.
This is Preacher. Good afternoon, Preacher. Yeah.
We come fast. Greatest woman footballer of all time is who?
Mayhem.
Mayhem. Why is she greater than Martha?
No, Martha.
Martha
is the goal. Martha is the no two is that.
Martha has never won a World Cup. Never won an Olympic.
Oh yes.
Competition.
Nothing.
Six-time women footballer of the year.
Yes.
Never won a major title. And on most sites that you would go,
yes,
who have done any assessment and ranking, she's number one.
Yeah, man. She's definitely arguably the greatest women's footballer of all time. No doubt. No two ways about
it. In a sport.
Yes.
That has never won a championship.
Yes.
A major championship. What will the detractors say in relation to Martha?
They have nothing.
I'll leave it there.
They have nothing to say.
I'll leave it there, my boy.
All right. That was Preacher. Yeah, I remember I used a draw for that argument a couple of years ago. They gave us an ultimatum. Find one athlete that is credibly considered the greatest of all time in their sport. And they are not one at the highest level. And they brought up Martha and then ball and said, that is unfair. The woman's sport. We'll go back. This should be the final call now. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. David.
Yeah, Zidane.
Yes.
I'm disappointed with you, man. That caller before this last one is that cut him off.
Which one?
That's very distasteful. I want to say the man not doing something good.
It was which man?
I said about Leon not go good.
Well, she say it appears that way.
No, man, it's not cut him off, man.
It was a her. It was a her.
Is that her?
She said it appears that Leon Bailey was brought
up. No, man, that's not good. That's not good for the show.
You're not good for the show?
You don't allow that.
No, well, we don't know if he was brought up properly or how he was trained.
Yeah, that is him. That, you know?
But I don't think that was derogatory.
Yes, man. You should not allow that.
No, but remember, Leon Bailey went on a podcast and sounded that way. You know?
You respect it.
No, man, remember, Leon Bailey went on a podcast and blasted the JFF.
I think she watered on the program.
And then, hold on, man. And then when the misunderstanding occurred when he was named in the squad for the Copa America, Leon Bailey was jeering his own country by saying fake news. Call who?
Yeah, well, that kind of son first.
You know. So we can understand somebody questioning Leon Bailey professional, is it? So if you have an issue with the JFF, be professional about it, man. You decided to take a break because of some issues. You align those issues, you take a break.
Yeah, yes, it does. But too wrong, no make right.
Okay. No, but may I say, I don't think she said anything derogatory.
Yeah. So the man not going something.
Which man? Which man? You know Leon Bailey father?
Leon Bailey father. I don't know him, but I have no authority to say that. That's not right.
Okay. Maybe she knows something about his father.
She said she thinks.
Okay.
Sure.
That is the important already. She said, I think.
Yes, but you know good with that. I think how about me tell Orville yesterday and a man make me see him fine. That letter that I go forthcoming. Orville leave that in the gram.
Orville was saying Abraham because they said the letter wasn't forthcoming. No, he wasn't saying that.
Yeah.
I said that if he doesn't write the letter, then him stay.
Nobody. That letter then not go happen to that. You know that.
Yeah, and if it not happen, then he just tell us so. Yeah. We're not missing Lionel in this. If he was playing the way, let me tell you, Leon Bailey is not a normal footballer, you know. He's not an ordinary footballer, talent-wise, that comes out of Jamaica. You know? If Leon Bailey was repeating his Leverkusen and Aston Villa performance for Jamaica, you know, then you could understand a man and say, make him play without a letter forthcoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could understand that. Even though I would still understand the JFF, I would understand a man say, yo, give him a blight because he's so special in the reggae world. But he hasn't been.
Unless I don't know how come.
All right.
Need to.
Well, let us see.
Yeah, all right.
I big up yourself, David.
All right, yeah.
All right, that is it for the program for a Thursday afternoon. Big up you all selves. Thanks for tuning in. That's important. And even more important, thanks for calling us. Join us tomorrow. Same place, same time. Do it all over again. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful evening.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays 1 to 4 p.m.
It's now time for your hurricane tip, sponsored by Isratech Jamaica Limited, Master the Element, Tropical Metal Product Limited. We have got you covered. Kendall, just give me Kendall, the taste of quality. H&L True Value, stormy weather or not, get your storm essentials today from H&L Rapid True Value and H&L Agro. And Etchken, changing lives 1 gallon at a time.
During a hurricane, if the house shows signs of breaking up, be prepared for